everyone to some more Genshin Impact. I am back with this game to play Kokomi's story quest, which is available now. Well, it has been available for 36 hours, but you know, or is it like 48? Because okay, anyways, we're gonna be doing that today, as well as some miscellaneous exploring to like see if I'm missing any chests, because I want to make use of this treasure compass that I got. And also, speaking of which, while I was like trying to collect soccer blooms like every single day, I actually came across a chest that I didn't find the first time, and I'm like, how did I miss this? Because it was one where you had to fight enemies to, you know, to get to it. And I'm like, how did I miss this? So yeah, that's what I'm also gonna do afterwards, because I think the story quests tend to be an hour and a half long. Less than 2 hours, roughly. So it won't take too long to do that one today. And I didn't want to end this, and I don't plan to end this stream after 2 hours. So, like, we'll be going on a bit longer than that. Anyways, so yeah. Also, I do have some thoughts about some recent things, let's say that. But we'll save that for like later because of the obvious reasons, and I want to focus on Kokomi's quest first. And also, I kind of don't get the hate on Kokomi. Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. But apparently it exists. So, you know, it exists. Okay, so... Oh yeah, so I had to unlock it because it's in here. If I'm right, on the Twitter post and patch notes, I think, I don't know if it was in the patch notes as well. Hers, like, to unlock this, obviously you have to do the story quest, the Archon quest, and you also have to do Raiden story quest, I think. So yeah, as I have, like, so many keys, we're gonna unlock hers. Her constellation's cute. Wait, is this thing? What kind of... Okay. Anyways... So, we had to go to Watatsumi Island. Okay, let's see. Well, oh wow, this is a really long title for a story quest. Character quest. Okay. Warriors' dreams like spring grass renewing. Sena Somnolenta Chapter Act 1. Okay, so, Watatsumi sightseeing. The war is over, and you have received a letter from Kokomi saying that Watatsumi Island is going to hold a victory feast, and that she would like you to attend. However, when you arrive on Watatsumi Island, you find that not all is right with the world here. Huh, interesting. Anyways. Okay, where is the exact point I have to go to? Oh, right there. I kind of want to walk a little bit, because I kind of want to just talk to you guys a little. Alright, let's take the long way. We're going to go here, take the boat, and go all the way there. I like to make things take longer, okay? It makes everything feel so slow. Oh yeah, and speaking of which, obviously I'd never mentioned it in my stream when I did Raiden's story quest because I was still avoiding spoilers. But as you all know, like, since I pretty much, at the time when I finished going through the story stuff, I was able to see posts again. And what I find really weird, and I really don't get it, is that a lot of people don't like the quest for some reason. The quests... I mean, I have seen people who are just like me, like, who actually liked it, but I don't know why I see more posts that people don't like it sometimes. When it's actually, like... I think you could say it's probably like a 70 like and then 30 dislike %, with it. Like, roughly, estimate. But yeah, so, yeah, that's something I've seen, and I'm like, and there's like some comments where like, oh, well, these guys didn't really do anything for the rest of the story. I'm like, did anyone actually read the quest? Because if you paid attention to dialogue, a character mentions what they've done. And I'm like, why? There's like many things that I'm like, I don't get why people have like thought about this. It makes me think of the other perspective, but after watching it again, from my own video no less, I'm like, I don't see what people mean still. So I'm like, I'm so lost. I'm so confused. Whatever. As long as I like it, it doesn't matter what other people... I'm stuck. Okay, you know what? I should have gone in the other way, but I got distracted because I wanted to talk to you guys. And yes, I use Traveler, and I don't care what people say, because I do what I want with how I want to play. Oh, I still have to collect a lot of Inagi, because I like collecting a bunch of items. I know. Guess we gotta fight these guys.
Time to go.
Oh god.
Into the wind. Forth, my plane. One with nature.
Oh, and also for the people who, you know, are curious about when I'm gonna stream Tales of Arise next, the next stream is tomorrow. So yeah, I'll be continuing with that game tomorrow. And it's really fun too. Like, I love Tales games, so yeah, it's right up with my interest. So yay. Okay, now let's begin. So this is God, music's gone, but okay, you guys still hear stuff. Because, like, one of my new headset, before I start, I have a new headset, and it has, like, this audio thing where I could raise and lower it on my end, but you guys could still hear it. So I was, like, kind of testing it with the OBS on the side, because, like, while it'll be loud or reasonable volume for you guys, it's probably too loud for me, and I don't want to adjust, like, OBS. Okay. Let's go.
This should be where Kokomi said to meet her.
I forgot to turn off the Sealy.
Do you still remember this place? Paimon remembers we came by here last time we visited Watatsumi Island. That was back when you did your stint as captain of Swordfish too. Paimon's curious whether the resistance troops still remember you. Things on the island must have changed a lot since then. Oh, shall we take a look around?
If the enemy outnumbers you, seek their weakness and exploit it. If you outnumber the enemy, seek unequivocal domination and crush them. Marauders on the waterfront are supplied by sea. Burning their ships is the path to success.
General Gorou, sir, do you have a verdict?
More or less. From the directives left behind by Her Excellency, we can surmise that a Fatui ship is moored nearby. This explains their aggressive posture. We could split into two teams, one to draw their attention, and the other to circle around behind enemy lines and set fire to their ship. They'd have nowhere to run. Then again, Madame Kokomi made clear that we are not to split up without sufficient forces. We'd risk being picked off one by one until our whole line of defense disintegrated.
Sir, shall I send for reinforcements?
I doubt there's time. Based on their movements, they'd likely be gone before our troops arrived. Her Excellency's directives also stipulate that we should wait in ambush and avoid making the first move. Since we lack sufficient troops, I don't think we can afford to engage the enemy at this time.
Sir, we're just gonna stand by and watch them leave? Surely there must be another way.
Her Excellency's directives also state help may arrive when all seems lost. As for where this help is supposed to come from,
Hey, Gorou! What are you guys up to?
Captain, you've returned to Watatsumi Island.
Here to lend a hand.
That's great! Her Excellency's directives are as reliable as ever. You've arrived just in time. Recently, the remnants of the Fatui forces have been unusually active. We've been monitoring their movements, waiting in ambush here. Unfortunately, we don't have the manpower to split into two teams. Can we ask you to keep them occupied?
Hard to say no when it's the Fatui. Whatever they're planning, we won't let them get away with it.
Good. There's not a moment to lose. We'll go behind enemy lines and sabotage their ship. Let's meet back here afterward. Watch yourselves. We'll be back shortly.
Seems like the Resistance still remembers us. Come on, let's help them get this situation under control.
I love seeing Gorou. He's so cute! I really wish we know who his English voice actor is so much. Also, I forgot to turn off the Sealy. And now, you see what I mean? The Sealy kind of makes the cutscenes a bit awkward. So, yeah. Also, like, I want to mention it, like, one, like, partial complaint I see is when people say things go by so quickly, it's like, people have to remember that a story is not going to show every little detail that happens, like, on a day-by-day basis. Seriously, like, if I do that with my own series, would any of you be interested? It's like, it's not going to cover every single day, but, like, imagine if I did. Would you guys even bother reading, like, something they do every single day that's exactly the same or something? Like, I don't get it. It's like, do people know how stories even work? And how much you want to show? Like, whatever. Doesn't matter in the end. Because people are just gonna have their own thoughts on things. And also, speaking of which, I decided to ignore this subreddit now because it got on my nerves way too much. Okay, so obviously our objective's there, but I want to break this. So, yeah. Let's go defeat the roving Fatui.
You'll get frostbite.
The wind knows me. One with my blade. Submit.
Windblade.
Flash freeze.
Two. One with nature.
I hate this so much. Stop it.
Comrades, they've set the ship on fire. An arson attack. Curse them. They leave us no choice but to attack. Comrades, let's make them regret it.
Wind strider. I miscalculated.
We were lucky to have you here. We'd have no way to prevent their escape without you.
What's that you're holding? Is it the directives from Kokomi? Let Paimon see. Oh, wow. This is a whole book. Is it all Kokomi's directives?
Yeah. Well, no, not all of them. I have 5 more volumes with me.
Are you serious?
Her Excellency always plans for every scenario. Plus, these are her general operational directives, which are more comprehensive than most. Still, we're fortunate to have them. They make sure we're prepared for every eventuality, no matter how complex.
Understanding every eventuality sounds tiring enough, let alone writing them all down. Must have taken Kokomi a heck of a long time.
Captain, are you back on Watatsumi Island to lead Swordfish 2 again? We've all been feeling your absence.
Let's see what to say. It's technically the same thing. Is Swordfish 2 still going strong?
Her Excellency says that now is a time of peace, and that we should reduce the size of the military and focus on helping the civilian population return to normal life. About half of us are still organized into task forces, supporting the platoons. The other half have been given various other functions like patrol, instruction, and farming. Of course, not everyone's happy about it. The other day, an old buddy of mine was grumbling about being forced to build houses. Said they'd have to drag him away from the front line, kicking and screaming.
The spirit of the Resistance is alive and well, huh? Anyway, we're here because Kokomi invited us to the Victory Feast. Do you know where we can find her, Gorou?
I believe Her Excellency is currently at Gorou Village. There were reports of a possible disturbance over there. If I'm not mistaken, Her Excellency has gone to deal with it in person. We should probably get going ourselves. And, also, on your way over, please check in on the soldiers. I'm sensing a growing unease among them, but I don't know what's causing it. They won't say. They used to tell me all their concerns, but whatever this is, they're keeping it hidden. I don't like it one bit. I suspect there's trouble afoot.
Sure, I'll see what I can do.
Sounds good. Paimon was just thinking it'd be good to see everyone again. Ready when you are.
And now it's properly starts, because usually the thingy would have shown up a little bit earlier, wouldn't it? Okay, ask the soldiers for information. Okay. Oh yeah, also like, while I was like exploring like these islands on my own, and also to mention, I did 100% them, but there are still chests that I haven't found, like the one on Kokomi Island. But like while I was exploring, like obviously you guys know that one of the new enemies added in 2.1 is specters. The hydro specters are the worst. Like I have a team for well, not just the hydro ones, but in general, like for like the commissions that I use for my friendship EXP team, it's a struggle because I can barely hit them because they keep flying, and it's like, no. Yeah, it's fun. Anyways, let's go check up on the soldiers. Here we go.
Wait, aren't you Captain of Swordfish too? Oh, it is you! Oh, you have our gratitude. Watatsumi Island wouldn't have come to peace without your efforts. I wasn't with Swordfish 2, but I did see you in Tatarasuna. Oh, you really gave it to those shogunate samurai in the fight of honor. Oh, it was quite the show. Is there anything you need from me? I'm at your service.
I've heard people are a bit on edge these days. Oops, I was supposed to click.
On edge, you say? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've noticed it too. In fairness, the battle isn't long over, and, well, perhaps it isn't quite over for them. You know what I mean? Every single person looked death in the face that day. It's not an experience you forget in a hurry. Victory's declared, and all of a sudden, the fighting's over. But people can't just snap back into normal life again. I think things will improve, but it's gonna take some time. I don't know what else it could be, but what I do know is that as long as Her Excellency is with us, Watatsumi Island is safe. And all the more so now that you're back. Seriously, if there's ever anything you need, just say the word.
What a nice guy. Let's go ask some other people.
Okay. I'm gonna keep asking.
Peace at last. Living the dream. Don't I know you? I've definitely seen you somewhere before. Can't place you, but I'm guessing you're not with the Shogun's army. So, do you need something?
I hear people are feeling unsettled at the moment.
Unsettled? Unsettled how? I haven't noticed anything. Not that I would, necessarily. I keep to myself, mostly. They're all too rowdy for me. We're at peace now, finally, and I, for one, intend to make the most of it. My life right now is about two things and two things only. The sun and the sea breeze. Sorry that I can't be more help to you. I'll tell you someone you could ask, though. San Gonomiya. She knows everything.
Huh. Seems he's about to fall asleep. Let's leave him to rest and go find someone else to ask.
Okay. There's two of them here. How many foot? Ow.
Ugh, I don't understand what Her Excellency is thinking. I mean, peace talks? Give me a break. Why would she agree to that?
Exactly. Everyone knows you can't trust the Tenryo Commission. I heard they've been secretly coordinating with the Fatui and plan to continue their attacks.
Wait, for real? You're sure of this?
Positive. Some of our guys had a run-in with a few Fatui. They caught them conspiring together firsthand.
I knew it! The Tenryo Commission are a bunch of crooks. They'll never change. Honestly, it's kind of naive for Her Excellency to take them at their word, isn't it?
Shh, keep your voice down. Someone's coming.
Hey there! What you talking about?
Captain, you're back.
Let's ask the second one. What's new? Anything to report?
Do you think we should tell the captain about what we were discussing just now?
No, let's not mention it. She's one of her closest advisors. For all we know, the peace talks could have been her idea.
I'm sure the captain would see where we're coming from, but you're right. We should probably play it safe. Welcome back to Watatsumi Island, Captain. Nothing to report here. Everything is A-okay.
Her Excellency should be in the village at present. Head straight over if you wish, Captain.
Paimon definitely detected some hush-hush going on there. But if they aren't gonna talk, we might as well head over to the village.
And it makes sense that uneasiness is still around. Because, nothing's gonna change immediately. It takes time. The whole delusion thing. Oh yeah, speaking of which, when I did Act 3, obviously, something really sad happened, and, it didn't completely sink in until after I'd done Act 3 and writing story quest because, I was avoiding Twitter and stuff. It wasn't until I started seeing posts, I'm like, oh. And, yeah. So, yeah. That's sad. I can't say it because it's sad, but, yeah. Okay.
Admit it! We know you've been secretly supplying the Tenryo Commission with goods purchased on Watatsumi Island. I knew something was off about a Tenryo Commission merchant doing business here. So, what do you have to say for yourself, huh?
I'm innocent! Ha! You're as guilty as they come. You never should have been allowed to set foot on this island, let alone do business here. Take him away.
Hold on.
Wait! Kokomi, there you are! Something's going down over here. You should take a look, pronto!
Your Excellency, this merchant is suspected of criminal activity, so we seized him for questioning. Our surveillance shows that in his whole time here, he has made numerous purchases, but no sales. And yet he has no stock in his possession. We believe it's highly probable that he has been supplying the Tenryo Commission behind the scenes.
I haven't.
That will do. Let's not let ourselves get too worked up here, shall we? Everyone take a deep breath with me. In and out. Better? Matsuda, Uchimura, I understand that you're concerned for the safety of Watatsumi Island. But before we make any decisions over whether this merchant is guilty or not, we must give him the chance to explain himself. If he's guilty, of course, there will be consequences. But if he's innocent, he doesn't deserve to be falsely accused. This is Watatsumi Island. We deal in facts, not opinions. Excuse me, sir. As you know, my subordinates have some concerns surrounding your commercial activity here. Perhaps you could explain your side of the story to help me reach a verdict.
Of course, I can explain everything. I'm a trader on the island, so naturally I built up some inventory. I was planning to hold off on selling until the prices went up, but then, but then I was robbed by the Fatui. They took everything. Now, you think about that. First I lose all my inventory, then I get treated like a criminal.
And why should we believe you?
Well, on the way here...
So what? That doesn't prove they took his goods. And even if they did, it'll still end up in the Tenryou Commission's hands. They're in this together.
What? The Tenryou Commissioner colluding with the Fatui now? This is the first I've heard of it. I suppose it is true. What's that got to do with me?
What, the Tenryou Commission start colluding with the Fatui after the fighting's already finished? Seems unlikely to Paimon. We met a representative of the Kujo clan recently. It doesn't seem like he'd have the time to be colluding right now. But on the way over here, we accidentally on purpose overheard some soldiers mention the exact same thing. Kokomi, do you know anything about it?
It has been brought to my attention, yes. We are scheduled to begin peace talks with the Tenryou Commission soon. The Kamisato clan has arranged for them to take place in a neutral location. Kujo-Sara and I will be accompanied by our guards. We will use the talks to discuss future plans in detail. But just as arrangements for the peace talks began to fall into place, I started hearing rumors of collusion between the Kujo clan and the Fatui. Allegedly, their goal is to completely wipe out Watatsumi Island. If that's the case, then the peace talks are likely a trap. Even the Kamisato clan could be involved. Sir, are you quite certain that your goods were stolen by the Fatui?
Yes, it's the truth. I swear. They stole my goods and then they ran off that way. I'll bet that's where that hideout is.
Very well. The potential ramifications of this incident are serious. We will retrieve your goods, and if everything is in order, it will prove your innocence. However, if we find evidence to corroborate the claims of collusion between the Fatui and the Tenryou Commission, I expect you to fully comply with our investigation. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, of course. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Matsuda? Uchimura?
Well received, Your Excellency.
Good. Now, Traveler, I mean, Captain of Swordfish Platoon Section 2, would you join me in the investigation?
Sure thing.
Good. I look forward to seeing how you've progressed lately. I also have a few new things to teach you. Alright, follow me.
If we do find the merchant's goods in the hands of the Fatui, it'll prove he's innocent. Whatever's going on between the Fatui and the Tenryou Commission, we need to get to the bottom of it.
Yes, you should. Anyways, Kokomi's so cute. Okay. Truth be told, I really kind of do want to pull for Kokomi. But the thing is, I'm promised to only pull on a banner if there's a new, male character, on it. And there's none. Or, like, they have to be a if I'm gonna pull on a banner, the character has to be a 5-star guy. And, or if there's a 4-star guy, and if they're on a female banner, then I have no choice anyway, so, you know, that's the only exception. My god. I swore to only pull on the boy banners, male banners of the game now, so, as much as I want her, I can't pull for her. Unless, you know, in the future, if Gorou's a playable character and he's on her banner, then, I can make a nice exception. If it's like a rerun, that is, obviously. Wait, which way am I going? This way. Yeah, the Fatui.
This must be the Fatui camp that the merchant was talking about.
Oh, we were supposed to go on the cliff.
From the looks of it, it used to be a Hilichurl camp. Who knows why the Fatui occupied it?
Looks pretty heavily guarded. How are we supposed to get in?
Not by brute force, that's for sure. But that's not a problem. The terrain here gives us an advantage, and we haven't given away our position so far. Our enemy is in the light, while we are in the shadows. Strategically, we have the upper hand.
And what does the grand strategist have in mind?
I think we have 3 options available. Option 1. Take the king and it's checkmate. The Fatui's presence in Inazuma is weak at present. Nothing more than a few scattered remnants. If we strike from above and take down their leader first, the rest of them will be hard-pressed to put up a serious fight. Option 2. Hit them where it hurts. Over there, for example, a store of gunpowder cakes. If we manage to discreetly set the gunpowder alight without alerting them, it would deal them a devastating blow. They'd be caught completely off guard. Both their morale and fighting capacity would be severely impaired. Option 3. Use the environment against them. We're close to the sea here, so the air is very humid. I can gather the water vapor, you add a touch of lightning, and together we can shock them into submission.
Wow, that's our grand strategist. It's a lot to think about, though. Which option should we choose?
That will depend on our assessment of our own abilities. A surprise attack from the air is the quickest solution, but requires superior combat skills. With an explosion, we could rapidly reduce their numbers without a protracted battle, but absolute stealth would be required during the operation, or we'd risk exposing ourselves. If we decide to take advantage of the environment, we should be prepared for a lengthy siege. So, which is your preferred option?
I want to pick the second one just because. You know what? I'll pick the second one. The gunpowder plot.
It seems that you share my strategic sensibilities. This is my preferred tactic. It places us in the least amount of danger. Let's work together to give them the surprise of their lives.
So obviously I had to shoot. I need bow. Oh, I don't have oh. I was hoping that would happen so I could switch the character, but I guess I can't. Well, this sucks. So how am I supposed to do this? if I can't shoot the barrels. I can't change. Oh no. Okay, so well. Oh. No! Dang it. Well. He didn't notice us.
The explosion was roughly the size I expected. Hopefully we've given them a fright.
I know! Oh my god!
Let the show begin.
Things did not go exactly as I planned. So
Let's move on.
Oh, that was awkward. I didn't realize I couldn't switch my characters. Wait, where'd he go? At least the objective still worked, even though my expectation couldn't go through.
Let's move out.
You haven't seen the last of us.
From whence you came?
Torrents, bring refuge!
My healing is insane.
Miscalculated.
Oh, and ended.
Hold the line!
Uh-oh. Oh, I see.
Forth, my blade.
move out. Rest and rebuild!
The trial here has low recharge, I think.
Allow me! Let's move out. Covenants of the Deep!
Wait, where'd the guy go? There.
Can't run from death.
Excellent work.
All thanks to your genius tactics.
Actually, even the best tactics live or die on the strength of those executing them. Winning a battle takes a concerted effort from everyone involved. Victory never belongs to a single person.
Now that you mention it, Paimon did make a pretty big contribution, huh?
I beg to differ.
Hey!
I must admit, I wasn't expecting to find the Fatui laying low in a Hilichurl camp. Presumably, they've been operating out of here in secret for quite some time. What's their objective? Are the soldiers right? Could they really be in collusion with the Tenryou Commission? Let's scour the camp for evidence. If the merchant's story is true, the inventory should be here.
All right, time to take a look around.
Also, just in case for the future, I want to switch in official.
Behold, the prin-
Okay. Okay, investigate the temporary Fatui camp. Okay.
Whoa! This place is chock full of bomb-making materials. This is way too dangerous. We should tell Kokomi right away and figure out the best way to deal with it.
First, let's go get the last view.
So these are the Fatui food supplies? They look a little past their best. Is this really all they had to eat? Hey, look here! Could these belong to the merchant? There's a lot of stuff. Some of it has the Tenryou Commission emblem. Yep, this has gotta be it. Kokomi! Kokomi! We found the merchant's stuff! Look!
I see.
Something wrong?
Oh, nothing. I just zoned out for a moment. Let's see here. Yes, these are the stolen goods, all right. Food, medicine, farming tools, all essential for post-war recovery. And he was probably stockpiling them until he could make a handsome profit. By contrast, it's doubtful that the Tenryou Commission has any need of these items, so the idea that he was supplying them doesn't make a lot of sense. In all likelihood, he's just an opportunistic merchant. Nothing quite as scandalous as Matsuda and Uchimura had imagined.
He's hardly a saint, though, right? How could he stockpile things that people are desperate for? We're not just gonna give them back to him and let him go, are we? It doesn't feel right.
Don't worry, I had already foreseen this. In my recently issued post-war temporary decree, I included restrictions on the prices of essential everyday goods. These items will ultimately reach the people at a reasonable price. If he had taken the time to read the decree, it's unlikely he ever would have ended up in this predicament.
Kokomi, you think of everything!
I wish that were true. Take this alleged collusion between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui, for example. I'm still completely stumped. The low energy doesn't exactly help.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
Nothing. Come on, let's take the goods back. It's not long now until the victory feast. It'll be a race against the clock to get all of this resolved before it starts.
Got it! First we mend the peace, then we attend the feast!
Oh, she must be so exhausted. Oh. I mean, we're working very hard to secure everything after everything went down, so, you know. Oh yeah, I forgot. Because I have a new headset, I have to be careful with my head because... as embarrassing as it is to admit, I think my other headset may have done something to my head. Yeah. And I'm trying to let it recover by not wearing a headset for too long.
My goods! You got them back, huh? Thank you, Your Excellency. And thank you, Captain. You see? I told you I was innocent.
I'm not so sure. You could have easily planned the whole thing with the Fatui in advance.
Based on the information we gathered from the Fatui camp, there's nothing to suggest he had any correspondence with them. Had it been the case, then knowing how the Fatui operates, they would have left some evidence of it.
But what if...
No ifs, no buts. We've recovered the goods. As agreed, this is sufficient to establish his innocence.
Apologies.
Guess we got carried away.
What did I tell you? You army numbskulls don't have a clue. All brawn and no brains coming to me with your crazy conspiracies. Lay off me next time, got it?
Sir, I'm afraid you're getting ahead of yourself. You may be innocent of the accusations originally leveled at you, but hoarding essential goods is a crime under the temporary decree. You must bear the consequences. You have already admitted to being the owner of these goods, so we are obliged to respond with appropriate measures. In addition to enforcing the sale of these goods at the accepted rates, there will also be a fine, the amount of which...
Wait, Your Excellency, whose side are you on here?
I have no business taking sides. As the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island, I abide by the principle of clear and consistent rewards and punishments. Just as merit must be recognized, mistakes must be penalized. You may have been proven innocent of the more serious allegations leveled at you, but this does not exempt you from bearing the consequences of your mistakes.
Wait a minute,
Well, don't just stand there. Take him away. Time to pay up.
Your Excellency, he says all the goods belong to him, but it doesn't add up. Those of a Tenryou Commission emblem are probably his, but not the rest. Especially these ones. They're clearly for shrine use.
It seems the Fatui simply dumped all their stolen goods in one place. Leave the shrine paraphernalia to me. As for the rest, I'll leave you to sift through and try to track down the owners. I know, that's a lot to ask.
Not at all, Your Excellency. We're on it. But if I may, Your Excellency, maybe there were no signs of collusion in this case, but our people know what they saw. Something is going on between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui. I know the peace talks are coming up, so please keep an open mind.
I understand your concern. I'll be sure to give it further consideration. I'm going to take these items back to the Sangonomiya Shrine. Why don't you come along for the walk? Watatsumi Island observes different customs than the rest of Inazuma. I imagine it must all seem a little alien to you. It's been a long time since I last came to this village. There's been a lot to deal with recently. Next time you visit, I'll take you to visit Watatsumi Island's old shrine. You know, the earliest shrine on Watatsumi Island was not located in Sangonomiya. It was close to the Statue of the Seven. Back then, the people of this island recognized the shogun's existence, despite not venerating her as the shogunate do. But after she struck down our protector deity, the shrine was abandoned. Relations between Watatsumi Island and the shogunate have soured ever since. Mistrust has become deep-rooted over time. I've been hoping to raise all this at the peace talks and discuss it properly. Grievances have to be let go eventually.
Your Excellency, what brings you out this way on your busy schedule? Oh my, you're looking a little worse for wear. You need to take better care of yourself, okay? All of our fates depend on you.
Thanks for your concern, but I'm fine.
Your Excellency, I beg you, heed a word of advice. After all this time fighting the Shogun's army, peace is not something that can simply be declared. If we reconcile with them, the god who once protected us will have died in vain.
Come on, that's ancient history. Besides, the fighting is barely over. We should be grateful to be at peace once more.
I know, it's just... we should remain strong in these negotiations. We mustn't be too ready to compromise.
I appreciate your concerns. I will consider the options carefully, and be sure to proceed appropriately.
Wonderful. We're all counting on you, Your Excellency.
Oh, Your Excellency? Well, I'll be... fancy meeting you at a place like this. Do you know, my daughter's enrolled herself in the Shrine Maiden selection process this year. If she makes it into Sangonomiya, I'll be one very happy mother. You're a kind and gracious leader. She'd be in very good hands. I'm always telling my daughter that if she gets the chance to learn from Her Excellency directly, she must make the most of it. I mean, just look at Her Excellency, still so young, but so mature and intelligent. My daughter has always looked to you as a role model.
Well, if she comes to Sangonomiya, I'll look out for her.
Your Excellency. Boy, am I glad you're here. As you know, agricultural output has taken a pretty big hit this year. Let me bring you up to speed on the latest situation.
Oh, Your Excellency! Isn't this the captain of Swordfish 2? Will she be based on Watatsumi Island from now on?
Your Excellency!
Please, remain calm, everyone. I'll get around to all your queries. Though, for the longer ones, I'd prefer it if you could write a report and submit it to the shrine. Then I can respond to each one as and when I have the time. Are you alright?
I'm fine.
This kind of thing is water off a duck's back for you, huh?
Your Excellency, here you are. There's been a situation. We're still waiting on the delivery of a whole batch of ceremonial items. I'm beginning to worry that they've been stolen.
Oh, we retrieved those already. No need to worry.
Really? That's fantastic! You never cease to amaze us, Your Excellency. I sorted through all the petitions received recently and placed them on your desk. Also, according to the schedule, you're just in time for your meeting today on the development of the textiles industry.
That's today? Right now?
Yes, the two young ladies have arrived safely. We're just waiting for you.
I see. I was hoping to take a walk around the island with you, But it looks like we'll have to save that for some other time. Well, let's rendezvous tomorrow at the entrance to Sangonomiya Shrine. Then we'll go and make preparations for the victory feast.
Yay! The victory feast! Just to be clear, we're talking lots of delicious food, right?
That's the name of the game. There'll be some Watatsumi Island specialties, which I'm sure you'll enjoy.
Great! See you tomorrow then!
I feel so bad for her. She's like, it feels like she's overworking herself so much. Oh dear. And we all know that overworking is not so fun. Especially as someone who is currently taking classes and also making time to stream when I can. I mean, I don't have to stream always, I know that. But I am making time by organizing when I do things and all that stuff. So don't worry about me. Okay, so I just change the time to 10. The next day. First we have to go to 4 AM. In my throat. And 10. Okay, and we must wait for her at the shrine. Let's go there. Let's go walk. Oh, got my headset. Man, I really want to talk about some things, but I want to wait until after this quest because I don't want to ruin the immersion too much. Also, I'm trying my best to collect all these Sango pearls. Even if I'm not pulling for any characters at the moment, I do want to collect all these materials, like at least have 400 of each for the fun of it. I really hope we do get Ayato as a playable character. Or Ayato appearing in general. Like, please, I want to see what Ayaka's brother looks like so much. I think we all do. There's so many interpretations, but I don't want to look at them so much until we get the official design.
Huh. Kokomi isn't here yet. That's weird. She doesn't seem like the type to show up late to things. Let's wait a little longer. How is she still not here? Do you think she could be in trouble? Let's go ask that soldier over there.
Are you looking for Her Excellency? I'm afraid she isn't here at the moment. I don't know where she's gone.
So strange. Guess we should just call it a rain check then?
Not necessarily. If I recall correctly, Her Excellency has made special provisions for such a scenario in her general operational directives. Let me see. Yes, number 98. Should a visitor from afar come to see me, and should my whereabouts be unknown, direct them to proceed southward until they arrive at a tree with purple foliage. The footnote stipulates that this only applies when Her Excellency has made no communication regarding her whereabouts before disappearing. And even then, only when the visitor in question is of VIP status. As far as I'm concerned, you two tick all of the boxes. I keep this directive on me at all times. I'm sure this is the right course of action.
Kokomi really does think of everything. All right, let's find the place she wrote about and have a look.
Okay, go to the designated place. Up there? And how do we get up over there? Oh, wait, no, I see. The bridge. I was like, how do we get up there normally without me having to climb up the mountain? Okay, let's go. Have my headset. Oh yeah, no worries. Like with this headset I'm wearing, I'm only wearing it when I'm streaming, so I could hear the best audio when I stream. So this headset is not on regularly, and I have learned to do that because I think the other one wearing it too much was the reason for my head being weird.
Are you sure this is the right place? It feels like we keep heading deeper into the middle of nowhere. Hey, doesn't that tree look like the one she described in the directive? It looks like there's a way in over there. Let's take a look.
Okay. Rocks? Is it this tree? Or... Oh, no, here. Oh. Oh.
Kokomi! So this is where you ran off to. We were gonna meet up and get things ready for the victory feast today. What happened?
It's you. I apologize. I'm not feeling my usual self today.
You got sick? We'll go find a doctor right away!
No. It's nothing like that. It's just... my energy is completely spent.
You run on energy? You mean you're like a ruin guard?
No, it's just a figure of speech. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I can't always be the infinitely capable person I present myself as.
I could sense things were getting to you.
You noticed? I guess I haven't quite mastered the ability to hide how I'm feeling. I'll keep working at it. To be honest, I'm not really cut out to be a leader. At first, my dream was to read up on military strategy and perhaps become an advisor. Constantly communicating with people, trying to retain their morale, having to read between the lines, making sure everyone gets the recognition they deserve. It's such hard work. You're somehow supposed to make people feel wonderful, just from being in your presence, while also commanding their respect. It doesn't come naturally to me. And truth be told, it's something I never wanted for myself. But because of my bloodline, I was always going to end up being the Divine Priestess, sooner or later. Like it or not, it's just the way it is. So, whenever I feel overwhelmed, I come here to just lose myself in a book and relax for a while. Don't worry, it doesn't affect my work. I handed over preparations for the victory feast to someone else. I have to make a speech tonight, and I mustn't give the troops any reason to suspect that something could be wrong. This peace was hard won, and I want them to feel at ease.
Is there anything we can do to help?
I should be feeling energized again soon if I hold off on work for a little longer. If only there was some way I could listen to a good read on military strategy. I'm sure that'd speed up the process. I was reading a book last time I was here, but I only got about halfway through. Oh, where did I put it?
We'll find it for you. And then we'll read it out to you to help you recover.
You do that for me? Thank you. I'm really lucky you came back to Watatsumi Island.
Aww. I got my legs.
I'm actually pretty social when I have the energy. Still, talking to people I don't know is really draining.
Let's go here. Whoa! Look at all these petitions! So does Kokomi make time to deal with these even when she's resting? Sangonomiya Events Cash Flow Statement. Consolidated Annual Report on Fishing Production. Watatsumi Island Monthly Maintenance Expenses Breakdown? This is a lot of work for one person, and it's on top of all the directives she has to write and the people she has to meet day to day. It's no wonder she gets burnt out from time to time. Let's track down that book and help her feel like herself again. Hey, look! Could this be the book she wanted?
Oh my god. Wait, what? Okay. Let's go read these out loud. Okay, today I spent the entire afternoon arguing with representatives from the Merchant Association. Energy -4. Many things must still be settled. I need to ensure that they allow the goods to flow smoothly, but I must make sure that their money is made through legal means. Okay, today I finished a day's worth of work. Energy -3. I'll have to write up another batch of directives tonight. Hopefully this won't go on too late. I still need to perform an inspection tomorrow. Okay. These are really strange notes. The wind is very strong outside. Energy -2. It seems like it will rain soon. I can only hope that the waves aren't as rough, and those who go out fishing can return safely. News of the peace talks reached us today. Energy +2. An end to this war will surely make everyone on Watatsumi Island happy, won't it? Okay. Today we received word that the Tenryo Commission might be colluding with the Fatui. Energy -5. Even I'm struggling to understand what's going on. Swordfish 2's captain came back today. Energy +4. We tacitly agreed not to speak of... Oh, my heart. We tacitly agreed not to speak of Tepe, and no one spoke of those who sacrificed their lives during the war. This peace was far too hard fought. Oh, I don't want to be reminded, but I am. Wait, didn't I retweet some fan art involving... Oh. Well, if I go down my Twitter, I'll probably cry, but you know, or have my heart feel pain. Okay. Lots of people spoke to me today again. Energy -3. Looking at their earnest faces, I can't help but think back to the time that I took up the post of Divine Priestess. Have I really lived up to their expectations all these years?
Swordfish Captain came back today. Energy +4. That's just,
Well, we saw nothing. And if we did, it was all Paimon's fault. It's technically the connected thoughts.
Give it here! Guess that was the wrong one. Let's keep looking.
Yeah, that was a bit personal. Yeah, it was definitely her personal thoughts on circumstances.
It's gotta be this one, right? Look, there's even a bookmark. None of the other books have one, so she must have finished reading those already. Ooh, it's pretty dense. Paimon doesn't understand a thing. Well, let's take it over and read it to her.
Okay. That was quite something to also come across her personal, notes. I mean, to be fair, no one wants anyone to read their own personal thoughts anyway. I mean, obviously. It would make them uncomfortable, you know? Anyways, let's go read this book.
Kokomi, is this the book you wanted?
I'm not sure, actually. Could you read a bit out loud?
Okay. Let's see. Act to the plan and plan to the situation.
Yes, that's the one. Thank you.
Kokomi? Kokomi! Oh no, she's fallen asleep. What are we gonna do? Tonight's the victory feast. Not to mention that the peace talks are just around the corner. She's got so much to do.
Let's let her rest a while.
You sure that's a good idea? She does look pretty exhausted. Guess there's still some time to go too. Alright, let's keep her company while she rests.
Avoid disaster. Protect peace at all costs. The war's over. Things are slowly getting better. Oh. Did you see?
Aww.
What time is it? Did I fall asleep?
Yep, you've been out for ages. It's nearly time for the feast.
I can't believe it got so late. I haven't slept that peacefully in so long. That's gotta be 3 whole energy points right there. Should be enough to see me through the peace talks. Thank you. Well, we better get ourselves over there. It's nearly time to light the bonfire.
Woohoo! Kokomi's back to full energy! Good to have you back.
Her sleeping lines. Her voice actor did such a good job. Anyways, but yeah, rest is important. Don't ever overwork yourself, guys. Although that's kind of saying something, as I haven't really gotten much sleep in months.
It looks like everything's in place for the feast. But I still need to give a quick speech before the festivities begin.
Oh, how much energy will that take? Do you think you've got enough?
Don't worry, I've got plenty. Thanks to you two, I recovered more quickly than usual.
That's great! We'll be rooting for you.
Welcome, everyone! Today is the day that we celebrate our victory. Recently, our war with the Shogun's army came to an end, and we finally saw the abolition of the Vision Hunt Decree. None of us can know what the Inazuma of the future will look like. But tomorrow, I meet with the Tenryo Commission for Peace Talks. I give you my word that I will strive for peace for Watatsumi Island once and for all. Thank you all for your valiant efforts throughout. Truly, it is only through those efforts that we have been able to prevail in this trying war. This feast is held in honor of each and every one of you gathered here today. I hope all of you get to relax and enjoy our hard-won victory. Tonight seems to have gone off without a hitch. I'm so glad it's all going smoothly. people tend to be more open when they're in a good mood. Could I ask you to go around and see what information you can gather? I still have no further leads regarding the issue of potential collusion between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui. And I'm concerned that something might happen at tomorrow's peace talks.
Okay, sure. We'll go ask around.
Okay, but give me a second. My ear is messed up. Okay. She's over there. Okay, let's talk to very specific individuals. Okay, so this guy first.
Watatsumi Island is finally at peace, and it's all thanks to Her Excellency, Sangano Miya.
What's new? Anything to report?
Recently, let me think. Well, the biggest thing for us is that we can finally get back out on the ocean to fish. During the hostilities, the open sea was full of warships. We just had to make do with what little fish and shrimp we could get our hands on closer to shore. When the catch wasn't good, we'd all go hungry. The poor kids were crying all day and night, but there was just nothing I could do. We'd go to bed ravenous and be tossing and turning all night long, trying to keep it together until the morning. At least things are finally improving now. I hear you're captain of Swordfish too, is that right? Well, thank you for your service. Here, have a fish. It's freshly caught, so it's a bit, fishy. But it's fine.
Oh, no. We couldn't possibly.
Come on, take it. Without you, we'd probably still be going to bed hungry tonight. Her Excellency always teaches us to repay kindness with gratitude.
Okay, well, thanks. Come on, let's go talk to some others.
Who's person next?
Hey there! Care for some fruit and vegetables? Nature's remedy when you overdo the barbecue.
What's new? Anything to report?
Are you referring to the thing about the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui? I've heard rumors, but nothing too detailed. It's funny you should say that the soldiers seem excitable, though. I've had the same feeling. See that guy over there? He's been acting strange these days. Always shouting and waving his spear around when he's got nothing to do. He scared the heck out of me a few times. It's a miracle the fighting has finally come to an end. Yeah, I really hope we don't go making any more trouble for ourselves. Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have much information. If you still have questions, you may as well go and talk to him.
Sounds promising. Let's go see what that guy's deal is.
Oh, we can't talk to other random people anyway. Okay, let's go talk to this soldier.
This guy smells of booze.
Huh? Wait, don't tell me. Captain of Swordfish too, right? You actually came back. I thought you'd abandoned the platoon and made a run for it.
Nuh-uh! We would never run from a fight.
Is that so? All anyone talks about these days is peace and stability. Do you remember what the most important thing is to the Resistance?
Warrior's will.
You got that right. So I'm gonna put you to the test. Time to see if you truly are a bona fide Resistance warrior. I'll answer your questions, but only if you can beat me in a duel.
This guy. Would it kill him to just have a normal conversation? What do you think? Are we gonna do this?
Sure. We're hardly going to lose.
We'll see about that.
Windblade!
You're a strong fighter. No wonder Her Excellency chose you.
Okay.
You really do have a warrior's will. Then maybe you can understand us. Captain, comrade, will you join us?
First, you need to tell me what's going on.
We made it up. The story about the Tenryou Commission colluding with the Fatui, it didn't happen.
What? Poor Kokomi's been worried sick. You're telling us you made the whole thing up? What the heck were you thinking? This could send you right back into war with the Tenryou Commission.
Yes, that's exactly what we're hoping to achieve. Peace talks? Everyone's been drawn in by the idea. That's why the future of Watatsumi Island is at stake. What's to stop the Tenryou Commission from stabbing us in the back? And what's to stop the Raiden Shogun from issuing another Vision Hunt decree? We are the Resistance. Everything hinges on our warrior's will. We can't trust the Tenryou Commission or the Raiden Shogun, but we can put faith in ourselves. Surely you agree with that?
His point does kinda make sense, but something about it doesn't feel right to Paimon.
What it boils down to is you just want to fight.
Yeah, everything you said just now was pure speculation, wasn't it? Are you seriously willing to make up a wild rumor and ruin the peace everyone's worked so hard for, all because of some imaginary situation that may not even happen?
Don't take that tone with me, acting like you're above all of this. What would you understand? For the sake of victory, we embodied the warrior's will to the fullest. You understand? We were all in. Now they're suddenly trying to tell us that none of it matters anymore? You'd have me just put down my weapon and start living like an ordinary person, but how can I? How can I when every time I close my eyes, I see the faces of the friends we lost in battle? Every time I see them there in my mind's eye, it reminds me that I can never forgive the Tenryou Commission and never forgive the Vision Hunt decree. I guess you're not one of us. Well, whatever. Go ahead and tell Sango Nomiya if you want, but you're too late to stop us now.
Too late? What do you mean? Darn. Doesn't seem like he's gonna answer that one. What are we gonna do? This is really serious. We need to give Kokomi the full story right away.
Okay, let's go report it to Kokomi.
So, we found out a few things. The whole thing about the Tenryou Commission colluding with the Fatui is baloney. They made it all up. They wanted the peace talks to break down so that they could carry on fighting the war. And they said it's too late to try and stop them, no matter what we do.
I see.
What's the matter, Kokomi?
I'm fine. Don't worry. This is my fault. If only I'd perceived what they were feeling earlier, it never would have come to this. I think I understand what Kozan means when he says it's too late. The talks don't begin until tomorrow, but both sides have already sent their guards to the location. They are responsible for making sure the area is safe and secure. I highly suspect that one of Kozan's pro-war co-conspirators will have infiltrated the guards with an intent to reignite hostilities tomorrow during the negotiations.
Well, that's no good. Do you want us to head over there now and switch out the guards?
That won't work. Firstly, the act of bringing a new team of guards to a neutral negotiation site will put both sides on high alert. it would almost certainly push the pro-war faction into taking action. They would attack the Tenryo Commission's guards, and we'd be in danger of war breaking out once again. Not to mention that we have no idea how many of Watatsumi Island's soldiers are involved in this plot. If we change the guard in haste, we face the issue of not knowing who to trust.
Sounds like a really tricky situation. So is there really nothing we can do about it?
Don't let it worry you. What's done is done. Now it falls to me to devise a counter plan. These soldiers crossed the line, but the blame is not theirs alone. Whatever happens, I will find a way to ensure they do not come to harm. Let's meet here again tomorrow.
Okay, so we just have to wait till the next day. Okay, let's go down here and wait. Ah, my legs. Ow. Okay, so we just have to wait till the time. I think it means clearly another day, so. Because we're technically in a new day already. So it's like 10? I like how the clock looks so cute. I mean, pretty. Okay. Oh, we have to go up there anyway. Kind of good to step back so it doesn't, kind of possibly glitch out. It might not, but just in case. Okay.
Well, the peace talks are upon us. How do you feel? Prepared? Here, take this. These are some directives I wrote last night. These negotiations are complex, to be sure, but I thought about it carefully and realized there are no more than 187 possible outcomes. I took the liberty of writing them all down. This way, you will be able to adapt with speed, no matter how the events play out.
I don't think my memory is that good.
Whoa, this is huge! Let's see. Fierce dispute, violent escalation, armed revolt, coordinated attack, seize hostages. Wow, there are so many! But you've thought of a solution to each one! Hyman suddenly feels a lot less nervous.
Glad to hear it. These peace talks are quite exceptional. It is a major step forward both for Watatsumi Island and the Shogunate. But any amount of dissatisfaction within our ranks weakens our negotiating position. We will have to work all the harder if we want these talks to be a success. As the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island, this responsibility is, of course, mine to shoulder. But would you be willing to lend me a hand?
Of course.
Excellent. Okay, time to head off.
Let's go. Wait, where are we going? Oh. All the way there. That's a long walk. I can only be slow about this, so let's see, where's a good place? I guess here, we could walk from here. I like to take the long way, okay? It makes it feel more immersive a little bit. Don't go that way. Want to avoid fighting the enemies. Okay, let's go to the peace talks. Also collect some of these red flowers too. don't know if I just sing.
A touch of frost.
Great, I had to find another one.
One with my blade.
Also, let's get some of these amethyst ores. Lumps. Whatever. How many do I have now? Because I've been like looting so many of these. Like collecting, I mean. I don't know what the right word is. It's kind of midday. Wow, it's almost 2 o'clock for me. I forget whenever I start streaming of when I'm streaming. Okay. To be fair, reminder that I do have classes on Tuesday and Thursday, and my streams on those days, these days. I do them like about like 2 hours after my class ends. So yeah. Okay. So over here, I kind of want to avoid enemies because I'm kind of sick and tired of fighting them at the moment. Uh-oh. No! Yeah, I got them.
One with nature.
I have to get rid of them now, so they won't interfere later.
Submit for judgment.
Oh no!
The wind knows me. Time to go. One with nature.
Oh, it's revealed. Really?
Oh dear. That's
Wind strider.
here. Oh, that was a bit of a struggle. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Let's use these. Give a little bit of healing. Okay. Let's keep going. I already need water. I do have water next to me. I'll probably drink during the cutscene. Oh, I should probably go on the other side.
It's been a while, Kujo-Sara. I believe the last time we met was on the battlefield.
Yes, where you dealt my forces quite the devastating blow. But before we go any further, what are you doing here?
I'm here to witness the peace talks.
That's right. She's here to bear witness to the proceedings. She experienced the war between us firsthand and has made an enormous contribution towards securing the peace we have today. I couldn't think of a more suitable candidate.
Seems reasonable. Then let's get straight into it. The first item is the Maritime Administration issue.
During wartime, we restricted fishing rights for Watatsumi vessels in Narukami waters. We intend to remove these restrictions, but going forward, any of your vessels that fish in our waters will have to pay taxes in accordance with Narukami legislation in order to bring their catch back to Watatsumi.
That's fine, but if they're paying taxes, they should also be entitled to protection from the Tenryou Commission while in your waters. Any losses they sustain due to issues of public security will need to be compensated by the Tenryou Commission.
Accepted. Let's add that to the peace treaty. I can assure you that your vessels will be quite safe in our hands.
Negotiations seem to be going pretty smoothly.
The next item has to do with the movement of people and military authority. In the past, our people have been subjected to lengthy interrogations on arrival in Watatsumi, and the same has been true for your people on arrival to Narukami. Economic cooperation between our islands has suffered greatly as a consequence. Few merchants are now willing to engage in inter-island commerce. Since the war is now over, I propose that we have the Yashiro Commission appoint a business council to oversee trade between our two islands.
The problem there is that trade is a reciprocal affair. We'll need to involve merchants from both sides in this process if it is to succeed. We cannot give the Yashiro Commission full authority.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Watatsumi Island facing severe shortages of many essential goods at the moment? Having the Yashiro Commission organize everything centrally would work in your favor.
True, we're experiencing some shortages, but we will recover in due course. Between the diverse range of goods we can produce ourselves and our strong trade links with other areas, we are capable of sourcing everything we need. Not to mention that your proposal would require separate talks with the Kamisato clan. If they've yet to sanction it, I believe you are going beyond the remit of the Tenryou Commission's authority.
Let's leave that aside for now, then. On to the military question. Watatsumi Island's forces will need to come back under the jurisdiction of the Tenryou Commission.
That just isn't feasible. Not in the short term, at least.
With all due respect, feasibility doesn't come into it. The Tenryou Commission alone has ultimate responsibility for Inazuma's national security. We cannot allow Watatsumi Island to be the sole exception to this rule indefinitely.
You Kujo scum! Colluding with the Fatui isn't low enough for you already. You just want to take everything away from us. Comrades, never trust the Kujo. Let's get them!
Protect Madame Kujo!
Number 16. No, wait. 67? Or is it 73? Which one is it? Kokomi! Which scenario number is this in the directives?
The last one, but hold off for the moment. Stand down, Tadakatsu! The situation has changed. Please stand by for further orders. Rest assured, I am fully aware of your concerns, but I will deal with the situation from here. Madam Kujo, this is rather serious. I believe you owe Watatsumi Island an explanation.
Excuse me for a moment. Nobody makes another move until I have finished investigating. You two, here, now! Speak! Collusion with the Fatui? Is this true?
I wouldn't exactly call it collusion as such.
We were approached by a few Fatui. They mentioned a potential cooperation to keep the war against Watatsumi Island going. At the time, I felt like we could give it a try. After all, there'd be nothing to lose.
But we were extremely careful. We didn't agree to anything. We just said they could maybe start by heading to Watatsumi Island and stirring things up a little. Then we'd see how it went. With respect, ma'am, there was no collusion. It was just a one-off conversation. How anyone from Watatsumi Island even found out about it, I have no idea.
That's enough. When we return, there will be consequences. Might I remind you that this is the Fatui? Have you completely forgotten what they did to us? You should be having no interaction with them whatsoever, let alone entertaining offers of cooperation. So, what did they want out of it?
The Fatui's main forces have already left Inazuma. The few who approached us seemed like they wanted to settle a score for their boss.
Oh, her subordinates. So they're out for revenge. They want to keep Inazuma in a state of turmoil. One day, I will hunt them down. Every last one. We bear responsibility for this issue. My sincere apologies. I have my own negligence to blame for this state of affairs. Please, grant us another chance to continue the peace talks.
But of course, Madame Kujo. I have every confidence in your ability to resolve this situation. For the time being, however, there is evidently some discord within the Tenryou Commission's ranks. I would therefore not feel comfortable releasing Watatsumi Island's forces into your command at this time.
It seems that I must acquiesce. I will lay this issue aside for now, but we shall revisit it as soon as the Tenryou Commission has resolved our internal issues. As for the trade issues we raised, I will discuss options with the Yashiro Commission and make sure both sides have ample participation in the final arrangement.
Seems like Kujo-Sara's on the defensive now. These negotiations should be smooth sailing from here on out.
I never knew the Grand Strategist of Watatsumi Island was a skilled negotiator, as well as a formidable commander. I hope that when we meet again, we can continue these sit-down discussions. Settling our differences on the battlefield is rather taxing. I think we can leave things there for today. Once I get back, I will conduct a thorough investigation into the Tenryou Commission's internal issues.
I should inform you that we took out a Fatui camp recently. I suspect that before long, they will attempt to re-establish contact with your people in the hope of procuring some assistance. I recommend you say and do nothing on the matter for the time being, lest you tip them off and they disappear. Wait for them to come to you. That way, you can capture them all in one fell swoop.
I will bear this in mind. Thank you. I shall take my leave now, until we meet again.
Your Excellency, we...
Let's discuss it after we get back.
Okay. Convince the troops together with Kokomi. Okay. So we'll have to go all the way back to the island. That is fine. Let's teleport here. I'm not actually gonna walk all the way. Okay. Oh, up there.
Your Excellency,
You knew?
I have already been informed on the reasons for your actions. You believe the Tenryou Commission to be untrustworthy and sought to sabotage the peace talks and reignite the war. Fortunately, the end result exposed and thwarted a secret Tenryou Commission plot. Yet, this was purely incidental, and the end certainly did not justify your means.
But Your Excellency, so many comrades have sacrificed themselves in the line of duty. If we stop now, aren't all of our efforts going to waste? I want to keep fighting. I want ultimate victory, even if it means I have to pay the ultimate price.
I understand your sentiments, but you cannot simply impose your will and expect others to bear the consequences. During the war, there were highs and there were lows, and in the end, there was a glorious victory. For you, perhaps the experience was one of great excitement. But you saw nothing of the countless others who will remember the war quite differently. Most people suffered terribly through each day. Watatsumi Island's people yearn for peace because they have long since given all they had to the war effort. They are tired of treading water and don't need you dragging them back underneath once again.
But...
I understand, I do. And the fault is not yours alone. It was largely an oversight on my part. I taught you to nurture a warrior's will, but never how to let it go.
It's not your fault, Your Excellency. It was ours. Our selfishness. Either way, we are ready to accept sentencing under martial law.
Very well. Then I hereby declare... that as of today, I am founding a new secret corps of the army. This division will be responsible for keeping Watatsumi Island safe and secure, neutralizing any and all threats to the peace of our island. You and your comrades will all be welcome to join, but be warned, the training will be grueling. Perseverance and grit will be in high demand.
Your Excellency, what are you saying?
I have concluded from today's peace talks that the Kujo clan cannot achieve absolute peace and stability in the near future. Many seek peace, but there are still those who pursue war. It is right that Watatsumi Island moves towards peace, but we must still retain a defensive capacity. Those whose warrior's will is alive and well, I invite you to embark on the most challenging training regimen of your lives. I don't want to hear from any of you again until all of you can take on 2 shogunate samurai at a time.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
All right, dismissed. Go and report to General Gorou. And remember, there can be no more insubordination. And if there is, there will be no more leniency from me, whatever reasons you may have.
Yes, ma'am. From now on, we will focus on our training. Thank you for this opportunity, Your Excellency. We'll report to General Gorou right away.
I think that's finally everything in hand. I can feel my energy levels starting to drop. Meet you back at the hideout for some rest?
Okay. Meet at the secret base, basically. Okay. Yeah, that is a true point, though. Like, right there, with like, it's like, not everyone would share the same, you know, feelings, you know? I'm bad at explaining this, but, you know, it's like, if you like something, but if someone else doesn't like that, you have to respect that. Of course, you know how human beings are. Apparently humans tend to not follow on that, but, you know, it's just the way of life, but if it's something more like, how do I put this? Something more complicated, it's best to never, like, put others who don't want something in that, like, situation. I hope that makes sense. I'm really bad at explaining things. Hi, Kokomi.
Thank you for everything. With your help, peace has been restored on Watatsumi Island once more.
How are your energy levels?
Recovering. Slowly, but surely. I should be raring to go before too long. Today was a reminder that I don't cope well in situations with lots of people. I've improved, but I still get nervous when more than a handful of people are involved. I think I might get Gorou to handle the negotiations next time.
You did an admirable job.
Do you think so? To be honest, I'm still a long way off what's expected of a divine priestess. In the past, I was concerned only with winning the war, restoring peace, and making sure everyone could live a happy life. But I realize now that wasn't going far enough. People have all kinds of aspirations, and just as many measures of happiness. I have a long way to go, but that's okay. If I can't make the journey in one giant leap, I'll just have to settle for taking it one small step at a time. In short, I've still got some maturing to do. Could you stay here on Watatsumi Island? To keep me company for a while longer?
And that's the end of it. Something she would still be here. Well, that is the end of her story quest. Like, that is it. Oh, that's... I don't think that's supposed to still be there, but we're done with it. Okay. So I guess that's it for the content now. I really do like Kokomi. I don't know why people don't like hers. I think like part of the reason just has to do with like gameplay, like because the. Oh, okay. I'm gonna switch Barbara back in.
We can do this!
Anyways. Because from checking her talents, like, she has, like, and also from watching the, what's the video called? Like, Collective Misogyny or something? You know, the one where, like, basically, Dane Slipe is narrating the character's skills and stuff. I'll take a screenshot later. I need one for the thumbnail, after all. Anyways, so, like, oh, while we're here, here we go. We're gonna be starting a bit of exploration since it's only like 2 hours, right now. So, oh well, it is 2 hours. Yeah. Oh no, I dropped frames. When did that happen? That's fine, it's only 35. It's okay. Okay. I'm gonna try to find if I missed any chests, like, in these islands. We'll start with Watatsumi Island, because it's so pretty. Anyways, like as I was saying, so, like, yeah, her talents, from checking her talents and watching a video, basically, she has, like, a increased, healing bonus at the cost of, like, negative 100 crit rate. Is it negative 100? If you don't put this... No, it's technically... I know it is 100 because it would technically be negative 95. Yeah. But it's like, as I've seen, like, it doesn't matter for crit rate because she'll have, like, so much hydro damage bonus that she could do so much damage even without crit. So I'm like, I think people are just over-exaggerating, like, things. And I even tried her out, and she's, like, really good at, like, obviously the test run. So, That, and I also do like 1,000 damage a hit anyway, so it's not really much difference. Oh god, my headset. Ow. Give me a second. I need to drop down. Yeah, with this headset, I have to be very careful. And also, this headset's $100. If I break it, I'm doomed. So, yeah. Oh yes, totally unrelated, but well, because as you know, I'm playing Tales of Arise, and I'm about 11.5 hours in the game in my playthrough. Obviously be respectful and not spoil, because I actually don't know much about the game. In fact, not a lot of us do, like, for like a while before the release, because it wasn't until this year that they started revealing some things in trailers, like proper. Anyways, the point being, as you all know, I am doing a Let's Play of that game at the moment, but of course it's gonna be like 2 streams a week, because I'm gonna be doing Genshin, and like one day each per week-ish. And one of the keys, like, for like interacting with NPCs and collecting items in the field, the key for PC is E. And it's weird, because in Genshin has, like, kind of like, talking to the NPCs and collecting items button. But that's F, not E. So, when I'm, like, playing, Tales of Arise, I am sometimes pressing F instead of E. And it's sort of driven me a little, more accurately, it's making my brain kind of weird, because I'm so used to Genshin pressing F to talk to NPCs and stuff. But that's not the key for Rise, so yeah. And also, I keep thinking I could swing my weapon in the overworld field in the game, but I can't, so yeah. When I think about it, isn't Arise more Tales of Arise, like, the big maps, like, more enclosed than previous games? I think they are, because I think in previous Tales games, like, I think mainly, like, both Exilia's and Zestiria and Berseria are more, like, very more open field. And then you have Arise and, like, some of the previous Tales games, and they're, like, less of that. Which is interesting. Oh wait, this is all unrelated to Genshin. But I'm enjoying Tales of Arise. I'm like... I told my friend I wanted to, like... You know when you see a dog and you wanna ruffle their hair? Well... I kinda wanna ruffle the hair of, like, the protagonist in that game, because his hair is so fluffy. But, yeah. My friend reacted to my own post about that in our Discord, and I'm like, okay. So yeah, that's something random. I mean, seriously, like, I see Gorou and I want to pet him. Like, I want to pat him on the head because he's so cute. It's the same thing. I'm not really finding anything. Well, I mean, I did kind of, like, spend so much time exploring, but I want to find and see if there's any chest I missed. It's only if they're in the overworld, right? I think so. Oh yeah, if it's, let me go over here. So, I don't know, okay, I'm pretty sure some of you, if you play Genshin, know this already, but, like, if you look in this direction, you see another island there. And, oh, there's a quest! Quest! We'll do that in a bit. Here's the quest now. We'll do that in a bit. But, as you guys can see, there is an island all the way there. And, before you ask, it's obviously not Seirai Island, because Seirai Island's over there. So we have this island that we can't check out yet, and if you look on the map, it is pointed in this general area. And I'm guessing that's the last island in Inazuma. Unfortunately, I don't think we know when that's gonna happen. So, I'm predicting it'll be soon, like in a soon point update. I don't know what the word is, but I don't know. They can't just have it in the area over there and not have it accessible for several updates. That's what I'm thinking. So, yeah, can't wait to see what that'll be about. Like that one last island. Okay, let's go break some rocks. Oh yeah, I managed to refinement level and upgrade this weapon completely. So yeah, finally got this weapon to 90 and R5. And speaking of which, I've been doing weekly bosses and this is my result of drops. Basically I have gotten a claymore billet at some point, and I did use it on that weapon to upgrade it. Where'd it go? Here. But like the thing is, I've been trying to find a catalyst, a billet catalyst, for ages. And I haven't got any. And as a result, I have gotten 7 bow billets. And it makes me sad. I know what's funny. There's this streamer, Genshin streamer I watch. I'm pretty sure some of you guys watch him as well, called Ambiosity. Isn't he like struggling every single week to try to get a bow billet? But he's been getting more catalyst billets instead. It's like, can our luck just switch? Like, please. I don't know if he's gotten one this week. Like any good luck with billets. That are not catalyst, I mean. I don't remember, but when I was watching his streams, like, when he got the catalyst billets more and not a single bow one, I'm like, can't we just switch our unfortunate luck? Like, I get the catalyst ones and you get the bows. I have 7 bow billets and I haven't used them. The thing is, why I haven't used any is because I don't know what to do with them. Like, what bow should I get? It says, oops, as you all should probably see, I have no need for a new bow for characters. I mean, theoretically, if I end up getting a bow... I mean, well, there is isn't Alloy, whatever name is pronounced, like, gonna be given for free as well for PC in 2.2? Well, even with that, like, I don't know. It's like, I don't have a use for these extra billets. Anyways, we have this quest, and I want to talk to this man. Okay. This doesn't seem right either. Something the matter? Hello there, traveler. Well, I'm trying to make some fertilizer. I heard from someone that someone from Sumeru has set up a fertilizer shop in Rito. They say that these fertilizers have unusual properties. As long as you add a little when growing plants, they will grow exceedingly lushly. But I can't go to Rito to purchase that fertilizer, so I tried making my own here. You figured out how to make some yourself? Actually, no. I asked around everywhere before coming up with this method myself. To get into the specifics, you want to mix some crops and some, animal excrement together into a pile. Afterward, you cover it with a layer of branches and leaves and such to maintain the temperature. After a while, they say that the ingredient will undergo some changes and even blend together, forming a sort of fertilizer. But no matter how much I experiment, these materials just won't come together. It's really strange. Did something go wrong during the process? Pile the materials up, cover with branches to maintain their temperature. No, this should be correct. Where did I go wrong? Forget it. Let me just try again. Traveler, could I ask you for a favor? I'll make another batch of fertilizer. Once it's done, I'd like you to check on it together with me. Given how much you've seen and learned, you might know what went wrong during the process. Sure. Alright, I'm counting on you, Traveler. I'll make some preparations over there first. Making this sort of fertilizer requires some time, so please come find me in a bit. Until then, please help me watch that fertilizer pile. Okay, so we got a world quest. This is one. And this is like one of the few that are in the reputation thingy. And I was like wondering why this quest in particular wasn't available. Return the next day and appraise the fertilizer situation. Okay. Okay, there's nothing here either for the chest. Okay, time to change. I think it means literally wait 24 hours. Okay. I'll go on a bit longer since I won't be streaming much of other games until I finish Arise. I'll be fine though. I really love Tales of Arise so far. I really am curious on what'll happen next in that game, but we'll save all this talk for when I play the game, because of obvious reasons. And yes, I know you guys see the oh no. Oh no, there's slimes. Anyways, I know you guys see my, you know, like how I have the thing covered in the bottom. I know you guys see it when I pause, but I only care about like covering it in, in the, like, here because just to avoid like too many like notifications if you guys are watching. Help me! What's that smell? No! We've gotta take this monsters out first. Okay, we just did though, Paimon. Thank you, Traveler, thank you. I was halfway through making the fertilizer when these monsters came charging up out of nowhere. That's so strange, but it's good that you showed up when you did. It might be because of that pile of fertilizer, you know. Really? I've heard that this smell is a sign that you might have succeeded. Well, in any case, come over here and have a look at the fertilizer. I'll explain as I open it up. Hold it. Hi, girl! Huh? I'm sorry for shouting. Mr. Gorou? I wasn't aware that you'd be passing this way today. On patrol, Gorou? Never mind that first. Is this pile of stuff you're doing? Yes, this fertilizer was the work of our hands. Mr. Gorou, did you come here to check on the fertilizer as well? In that case, let's... Wait, hold on a moment. I'm not here for that. Wait, actually, I am, but... What? Girl's face... Girl's face is twisting up. Something awful. Let's, adjourn to someplace a little further away. Alright, let's do that. Everyone leaves the fertilizer pile. So, Mr. Gorou, why are you here? Lately, a lot of residents have been complaining of a terrifying stench nearby. So for safety, I came to investigate and wound up following the smell all the way up here. That's how I found you. Awada, I've heard that you've been researching fertilizer, but the way that you're going about it is... far too intense? Basically. Either way, Awada, could you please dispose of that fertilizer? We'll try to help you find some other way. Sir, General Gorou. I'm here. What's happened? General, we caught a suspicious person out in the I can't read. General, we caught a suspicious person out in the outskirts. She was acting very furtively, calling herself a fertilizer salesperson or some such. I thought that was awful strange, so I had this person detained. I thought that you might wish to see to her questioning. Fertilizer this, fertilizer that. Why does it want to be a fertilizer today? I've got it. I'll be with you shortly. Head back first and help to maintain order. Awada, please deal with the matter of the fertilizer. We'll discuss this further later. Traveler, why don't you come with me? Okay. Doesn't seem like there's anything else to do. Someone stealing fertilizer? Paimon can't help feel like that's familiar somehow. Nothing's come to mind, though. Oh well, whatever. Let's just go over there and see what's up. Okay, go around to investigate this. This is a strange series of events, isn't it? Oh, Gorou. So cute. Why can't he be a playable character already? I want him in the game as a playable character. Please. I'll do anything. Oh, I just remembered I was supposed to mention something else because it was, you know, talked about in the community lately. I'll discuss it after this quest. Oh, isn't... Stay right there and don't move. I'm not moving. You asked me to explain, and I explained that I'm really a researcher from the academia. Didn't you say that you're advertising fertilizer? Can't a researcher from the academia also advertise for fertilizers? Just listen to me for a moment, will you? Is this the person? Yes, sir. When we caught her, she was sneaking around the place and wouldn't stop writing certain things down. General, I'm positive that she's a shogunate spy. I'm not, and I wasn't. I already told you, I'm a researcher. I was just collecting material for my thesis. Cut the crap. Do you seriously expect us to believe that you'd walk into a battlefield over a thesis? You're definitely playing at something else. What could I really dare to play at other than my thesis anyway? Yeah, this is the same person from earlier side quest. Alrani? Traveler! Oh, this is wonderful. Please tell them I'm not a bad person. I'm just here to write my thesis. You know her? Well, you could say that. Oh, yeah, we tell Gorou about this lady. Does graduating really drive researchers from Sumeru this far up the wall? But given what you've said, you're only acquaintances at best. And as for her status as a researcher from Sumeru, that's something you only heard from her, isn't it? That's correct. I'm afraid that none of the evidence here is conclusive. But if she's got you guarantee, I wager that she isn't a bad person. General, if I may make a suggestion, do you remember... what? Kalashik? That researcher who's been studying our island's culture and history? He's been here all this while, and his credentials are quite solid. Why don't we ask him to tell if this fertilizer saleswoman is actually a researcher or not? That actually sounds like a decent plan. Traveler, could we trouble you to bring Kaushik here? Just in case of any incidents, I'll stay here and guard this fertilizer saleswoman. Alright. It's up to you then. Come back as quickly as possible. This is such a situation. I considered better. Hi, girls. So cute. Anyways, let's continue. Let's not just admire Gorou for like the next several minutes. Don't worry, this stream is recorded, so we could always look back at our own footage. Then again, everyone probably took screenshots and have shared them all over Tumblr and Twitter and whatnot. Anyways, that's not the point. I really want Gorou to be playable, but I also can't wait for like the idea of Toma being a playable character, because I would love Toma to be a playable character. I just want more playable Inazuma boys. Here's this person. The meaning of this totem. Traveler? Did you have some business with me? This is about Orani. Orani's here? On Watatsumi Island? That's odd. What's that girl here? Shouldn't she be in Liyue? She was arrested by some soldiers. What? Of course. Coming to Watatsumi Island under the present circumstances. Of course they would suspect her. Never mind that for now. Let's head over and help that reckless girl out. Okay. Yeah, let's, yeah. What is... Here we go. I don't think that was supposed to happen. Whatever. I'm just lazy. Anyways, let's keep going. Oh, right. Let's keep doing this while we're walking to make sure we're at least trying to find chests as well. Something I just remembered that I wanted to mention after we saw Gorou again. As you all know, last week, obviously before Kokomi became playable, how many years? Like, we have her character teaser thing, I don't know what it's called, but, like, she has one because, you know, she's a 5-star, and, like, in it, like, obviously we see how we get to know a bit more and see how pretty Kokomi is, and, also Gorou appears in it for, like, 3 to 5 seconds, and of course all of us went crazy when we saw Gorou because he's so cute. And also his little ear just wiggles, and it's so cute. And also I did share it to my friend, but I never corrected her that Gorou's supposed to be a dog. Like, because I showed her a clip that didn't show his tail, like, she assumed he's a cat. And I may have never told her that he's actually a dog. Because I had no idea how to explain. Anyways. I got my legs. Oh, Ronnie, it really is you. But why are you here in Inazuma? Weren't you supposed to be in Liyue? Miss... Oh, this is going to be a long story, isn't it? Mr. Kaushi, you know Orani? Oh, you're General Gorou, aren't you? You surmised correctly. Orani and I are both researchers from the academia. After that, we left the academia while pursuing different topics. I didn't think that I'd meet her here. But, can you researchers just really leave the academia? I wouldn't call it leaving freely. Orani and I are both curious. To us, wandering and learning are part of our research process. And as such, we are permitted to leave the academia. General Gorou, I can guarantee that Alrani is telling the truth. Alright, then there's no problem. I'm saved. Thank you so much. Hiroyuki, Okubo, this matter is settled. You'll attend to your own duties. Yes, sir. Okay, and they leave. I'm sorry, Miss Alrani. We mistook you for someone suspicious. That said, while we have cleared your name, your barging into Watatsumi Island like this has made no shortage of trouble for us. Are you going to find me? I don't have very much more on me. Well, since you did claim to be a fertilizer salesperson earlier, and you're a researcher to boot, well, there is something you can do for us. We have a man named Iwata living here who's researching fertilizer. Miss Alrani, please lend him a hand. If you can help him produce some fertilizer that isn't also a public disturbance, then you're free to do research here, just like Mr. Taoshi. Fertilizer? Wait, I'm just, you'll be fine. You got this. You got this, Alrani. Alrani, this is a good opportunity to collect research material. Since you're here in Inazuma, that must mean that your thesis is still... You know what the standards for graduation are at the academia. If you can't graduate several years in a row... What? I'll do it. I'll do it, alright. I've learned about the fertilizer at Mr. Vahid's. I don't know how to pronounce names, guys. I'm sorry. I'll get this done in one go. Just so you all watch. Graduation equals strong motivation. Well, then we'll call this a day for now. Miss Alrani, the fertilizer matter is in your hands. I've got some other matters to handle, so if you'll excuse me. Yes. Please remind Iwata to, move his fertilizer a bit further away. Alright, I'll continue with my research now. If you have any questions, Alrani, just feel free to ask me. Okay. Okay, let's go. Yeah, go with Alrani and to look for Iwata. Traveler, you're back. I've disposed of that pile of fertilizer. I suppose I'll have to find another place to conduct my experiments. This person is... An assistant Gorou found you. Hello, I'm Alrani. Well, either way, the general they called Gorou requested that I assist you with your fertilizer research. It's a pleasure to be working with you from now on. Is that so? That's great! If we succeed, then we'll be able to plant more crops here on Watatsumi Island. Do remember to pile the fertilizer further away. Oh, I get it. Yes, the pleasure's all mine, Miss Alrani. Yeah, I'll do my best. This is for my thesis. Okay, I guess that resolved. I guess it's resolved. How do you explain resolving a situation that involves growing plants? That was interesting. Side quest. World quest. And, okay, let's go here. My ears. Okay, also So let's make sure to keep using this compass to make sure we try to find things in the field. Okay, reputation. So yeah, we got one of this here. I am so close to 10. I am so close. Because I want the glider. Because the glider will look so good on official. So I really want it. Okay. Now I think that's it. I know one of the reputation quests aren't available yet overall, just because it can only be obtained through commission. Can't really do anything about that. Okay, so I guess we'll keep walking here. Oh, my head. It's not a headset. Oh yeah, let's go. Let's go pay our respects to here. Oh, there's a kitty. Yeah, I know. Hi, kitty. Please don't face through the rocks again. Because the last time I was here, like, I always go here every single day in the game. But, like, literally the last time, which was earlier today, because I was doing my commissions real quick. The cat was probably, like, somewhere, like, right here where the ground is like this. And the kitty kind of faced its head through the ground. So, yeah. Okay. Pay our respects. Look at the cat. Like, the cat is... Hi, kitty! So cute. Oh, yeah, another thing I forgot to mention. After my stream on Chapter 2, Act 3, I forgot to mention that another thing that a lot of fans, like, kind of accepted is the idea that the kitty's name is Tama. Tama? T-A-M-A. Like, as the name for the cat. And it's so cute. Oh yeah, anyways, I keep forgetting, I delayed on it because of the side quest, but... wait, what are the other things in the reputation thing? I know one leads to, like, one commission will give me the world quest, but... What is the other one? Other ones, there's 3. Okay, this one is through commission, but there's also storytelling and Narukami Trail, whatever that is. I don't know what any of that is. Anyway, so I keep forgetting to talk about this. I saved it for now because I didn't want to, like, interfere with doing Kokomi's story quest. But, as you all know, we are indeed approaching the year anniversary of Genshin. And I am aware that the anniversary things are, what's the best way to put this without sounding extremely mean? Questionable. They're questionable. Like, to the point that you look at it and be like, ew. I guess that's one way to put it. And to be fair, everyone agrees with it. Even people who are not really, like... Basically, the point being, everyone doesn't like it. And I do agree. Because it is, basically, you look at it and you're like, ew, that's... no. And honestly, I kind of, like, I'm kind of used to kind of expecting stuff like this, considering MapleStory doesn't really have too many, Okay, I know this is an enemy, but I want to kill it.
A touch of frost. Into the wind.
Oh, I thought it would drop something. I mean, give something else. Anyways, the point being, I think what I was trying to say a little bit ago was like people not too involved in like really like the game and enjoy it, but and like not like extremely criticizing it, I guess. Like we all are in agreement that it's like, ew. Yeah, and to be fair, my reactions are pretty much the same. I was like, but then you see how many primos they give, and it's like, that's not really much of a reward for doing these events, honestly. So yeah, I guess, you know, it's pretty obvious to tell my stance of it. It's like, I'm just gonna keep it away with a stick and not touch it. Okay, anyways. I wonder if there's still chests around. That's why I'm doing this. Oh, I keep forgetting to get the... whatever. I already did, like, grinded all the Sakura blooms I found right away, so I'm not gonna mess and get that one. I'll just wait for all the ones to respawn first. Oh, this can be tricky. Not gonna find anything at this point. Yeah, so, yeah. University things. Huh. I don't know what else to say about that, because I'm pretty sure all you know, like, reactions and stuff, so it's like, what's the point of me repeating it? Like, what's the point of me repeating? Everyone already has the same reaction, so, you know.
The wind knows me. One with my blood.
Let's end this quickly.
Fine. As one with wind and cloud. From whence you came.
Looks like our work went too far. I slipped up. I guess this is it.
There you go, all topped up and healing. This is gonna be a interesting situation. Trying to see if I find any chests. Getting some water because my throat's dry. Oh, this is random quest. Is this friendship point stuff? Yes, it is. I would want to switch to the other party. Because I am trying to build friendships slowly. I only have like 9 characters with friendship. And some people probably wonder, it's like, why you only have 9 at this point if you played since December? Well, I haven't really set up a party or build characters. So, let's see. Okay, what are you talking about? Are real and fake delicacies? What would you like to eat? That's simple. Oh wait, did we even have any? I'm pretty sure he didn't cook any. No, he didn't. Pretty sure he didn't. Just in case. Let's make one. I wanna eat like, different cuisine.
Ores and jewelry from Liyue. You can't find a better deal anywhere else.
This is friendship point? Yep, companion EXP. For friendship levels, I am mostly just close with Chi-Chi. Oh yeah, random story, but when I was trying to get an artifact for Kazuha, which I still don't, the thing is, I'm trying to give him a crit damage thing, but I had to use a regular purple rarity because I couldn't find one that's good for like gold rarity, because as you all know, RNG is terrible with artifacts. I'm pretty sure we're all familiar with this. And I just gave up that domain in favor of trying to get a pyro artifacts. So yeah. And also crit damage is not my friend. I can barely get a crit damage circlet in this game. It doesn't like me. But yeah, I am taking a break for the Animo domain. The green and healing set. Also, anyways, so while I was grinding at domain, I ended up building a few other characters without even trying. Because of that domain. So that is how one of the characters, Gigi, how I was able to build her, give her like artifacts, decent things. Where is she? Here. I got some decent things that give this much stats.
2.
She's only level 40 because I am saving my EXP mats for potential future characters. I don't know anything, but based on predictions, I'm assuming that I will very much
into the wind.
Oh no, I missed a spot for sakura blooms. There's one right here. Okay, don't collect it. Okay. I gotta remember the spots a little better because I do like to collect the sakura blooms. I'm not collecting it right now because I'm saving it for when all the sakura blooms respawn again. So oh god, this headset. I need to let my ears breathe once in a while. Very smart choice that I decide to only wear this when I'm streaming because if I wear it too much regularly, one, it will have the possibility of breaking, and two, my head already has a bit of trouble as it is, so I'd rather not make it worse. I know I keep mentioning this, but I noticed it a few days ago, which is why I had to buy a new headset right away, because I was concerned that because the handle on my headset broke, because of the way it was broken, like I taped it together, but because it still had a stretch to be put on my head, that part bent a lot. So if you put 2 and 2 together, I'm not gonna tell you guys the specifics, but that it should be obvious. But yeah. Yeah. Because... And, a reminder that, my headset's been broken since April. So, I had to deal with that broken headset for 5 months. The thing is, I told myself, like, oh, I'll get it replaced and all that stuff, but, I never got around to it until now. When I, like, and it's weird, I never touch my head, like, too much. Like, which is weird because, you know, when you take a shower, you have to wash your hair and all that. But it was only when it was last, like, not last night, but, you know, at night when I was just, like, you know, doing my own thing, and then I, like, realized something was wrong, and I'm like, oh no. And, let's say I lost sleep over it, because I'm like, wait a minute. Wait, there's something here. But yeah. This is a really exhausting process. So I'm trying to find if I missed any chest. I could explore Seirai Island instead, since oh yeah, obviously if it's not obvious enough already, I did explore these islands already. And I have solved the puzzles that I did struggle on. Some of them were ridiculous, but I have found the solutions anyway. And I did do all of Neko's quest. And I wish I showed this on stream because Neko is so cute and is the shrine priestess. And there's so many cats and it's so cute. So, you know. Why am I talking like a child? Well, whenever I see cats, I kind of get really, like soft, like, in my voice. And also down here, right? Yeah, you can see all these cats are staring at Mint for some reason. I don't know why, but it's so cute. And they just stare at me if I go over here. They just look at me like, they just look at me. Yeah, kitties. This is basically a cat shrine. Oh, and also... Okay, we already checked this island thoroughly. But, oh, okay, it's still there. Well, kind of. There's a cloud in the way, but... Yeah, if you see there, after when you do the quest, you get a cat-shaped cloud in the sky, and it's so cute. Oh, and once again, that is definitely an island we can't check out yet because it is this way. Like here. I wonder if we'll get that next update. I wonder. Because it is like already kind of like... It's like the basic layouts already in the game, like how Seirai Island and Watatsumi Island could have still be seen in 2.0. So I wonder if that one will be next. Wherever it went. Let's change it to daytime. Ah, my ears. Somehow it's harder to see. Why? Oh, yeah, there you go. The cat one's clear now. You see the ears. There you go. Okay, you can see the island now. Okay, like the shape. I wonder what that island's gonna be about. It looks so interesting from a distance. Like the same with Seirai Island. Like when I saw it, like in the distance, I'm like, what is even happening there to have a floating rock above it? So, yeah. And also a reminder, I do read up on like the backstory stuff in Genshin. Like I do like read these things. I usually go to the wiki page to read about like backstory stuff because like there's a lot of it in the game, and it's like either I can't have access to it because you know you would for some of them you had to you'll have to max out characters like to get their character story. So if I don't have the character at all or something, I could just go on the wiki and read it. I found a chest somewhere. Where is it? It's this way. Huh. Oh, there's one here. What? How did I miss this? Oh no! Not these stupid things again.
A touch of frost.
And my mic is in the way of my E, so I can't see if it's like recharged. I will definitely need to cut these guys anyway. Oh, we found our first chest with a compass. Somehow, I mean, it's
Brings a smile to my face.
It's irrelevant stuff anyway because these islands are massive. And that's it for the time being. Kitty! Hi, kitty! Oh my god, the cats in this game are just so cute. I put so many of them in my teapot. Speaking of which, speaking of which, my teapot is currently in this layout. I actually used the Emerald Peaks, but I use this one just to put characters in for the friendship, so like it's just for convenience. I do plan to decorate it better. Okay, let's go from this corner and go around. And my throat. So parched. Let's talk about. Okay, break these rocks. Anyways, trying to figure out what else to talk about. Like, is there anything I want to mention? Oh yeah, and something completely unrelated, but still like artifact writing. I have like the worst luck with like getting a crit damage circlet. Like I have gotten. Oh great.
Shall be punished.
Where are you? Swift and merciful.
Let's dance.
Wind strike.
Oh, where you going?
Transgression. Windblade. Power flows through me.
my game, I just floated for some reason. Anyways, like these things. Anyways, as you all know, yeah, artifact RNG is annoying. But for me specifically, like, I have gotten a lot, like, a few crit rate circlets, which is good, decent. Although lately I haven't been getting pyro, damage artifacts. And, basically, I've been trying to hunt down for a crit damage circlet. And, yeah, my luck's unfortunate. However, I have gotten lucky-ish with getting one. Although I will say the stats are still pretty bad, but I told myself I'd rather take it and just get a better one later. And I have, so I have a crit damage or a circlet with kind of questionable stats. And, y'all want to see it? Well, you guys will have to wait, until later on when I get a character who can use it. Because I'll probably be when you guys will see it anyway, because I'll be putting artifacts on said character, like, if it ever happens. Who knows? Who knows? I don't even know, but whatever. Oh, right! I'm gonna forget! I was supposed to use that. I went all this way and forgot that I could do that. Great. This is a bit exhausting. Fine chest.
It's my lucky day.
The wind knows me.
Let the show begin.
A touch of frost.
Finally, No.
Okay.
There's no end to
Also,
this.
want to still hunt these.
Another test.
As I want to collect a lot of treasure hoarder insignias.
I got careless.
Into the wind.
There you go. How many of these do I even have? Yeah, I haven't been getting lucky with getting any of these, by the way. I have one of these because I actually used to dream solvent to get it and fill in my archive. I'm sad. I want more of them. Like, yeah, why is my luck so terrible? Well, everyone's luck is really bad, honestly, let's be honest. But anyways. Oh, right. 700. I want more of them. I wanna, like, have so many of those. Because I have a few characters who need them for upgrades, so, you know.
Time to go.
I love Kazuha. I'm so glad he came out alright after the story quest. Because a lot of us were so scared for him, and I know I mentioned this already, like on that stream, but a lot of us were so scared for him, and I was very scared too, obviously. And I didn't want anything bad to happen to him. So I'm glad that nothing horribly went wrong for him. like Tepe, you know, until like after like I was okay to see like post again and all that. That made it so much more painful. It's like after both the streams, when it sunk in, like my thoughts, like the realization and all that, like I was like, oh no.
Swift and merciful.
I'll protect us. Windblade.
Anyways, I should keep doing this. I know I think this compass can track down chests that are buried underground or have not appeared. Which is a bit unfortunate if that is the case, because that means it'll be even harder to find the chest. As if they're not already difficult enough as it is. Oh yeah, when I came to this place before, obviously until I explored it, but when I came here, even after with the barrier down, I still got hit a lot. For some reason. I think it's because of the water or something that was here. I honestly don't know. Now let's go around the edge and collect these fruits.
Forth, my blade. The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds.
Ouch, no! Leave me alone.
A touch of frost. Spirit blade. Attack!
Come on, fight.
Forth, my blade.
Let the show begin.
Into the wind. Time to go. The wind knows me. Swift and merciful.
Let's go see. How many do I have? 600. Ah, right. Oh, and what's sad is that for Sango pearls, I only have 281. It's just that there's not enough places for them to spawn, which, I mean, like, there's not that many spawn points for them. That's why it's harder to get the pearls. Lovely things. I want to at least collect the ones in the inner circle here, because they're the easiest to get. Oh no, the electrocust. I missed them. Whatever. It's fine. No! Fine. We'll defeat them.
Forth, my blade.
I'll protect us.
Fallen leaves. Adorn.
Windblade.
Submit for judgment. One with nature. One with my blade.
Wait, for some reason, those enemies aggroed all the way there when these guys, like, were aggroed onto me. And I'm like, why? Why did that happen?
I ride
whatever.
on wind and cloud alike.
Anyways. I wanted... God. Part of me just wanted to show you guys, like, the last time I pulled on any banners, but I'm like, if I do that, there's a chance I might accidentally click wish. So, you know. I will say it is kind of tempting to get Kokomi because I actually do like her, and she has a very pretty aesthetic. However, as I told you guys, I only pull on the banners if it has a new playable male character. So, no girls. No girl banner. And it actually works in my favor, considering how many,
Time to go.
Really.
The wind knows me.
Out of my Windblade, let's dance.
Forth, my blade.
Winter.
I should let him, like, sheath his sword. Okay. I didn't even... my memory is just terrible. Why?
Time to go.
Why am I like this? I'm... stretch. Oh god, I've been sitting in this chair for 3 hours. Anyways, we're good on these things. We have like 655. Oh, we got a lot of these. Oh, not the hydro things. Oh, I hate these stupid things. This one in particular is stupid.
As one with wind and cloud.
Pull out all the attacks just to get rid of one of these.
Spirit blade. Swift and merciful.
Two. As they heal, and it's so annoying.
A touch of
Gotta
frost.
keep them away from the healing
Submit
circle.
for giant wind strike.
Windblade.
There we go. So annoying. Anyways. You know, kinda unrelated a little bit, but something I've learned with, like, localization is that, like, sometimes, like, this kind of error happens where, like, you'll see, like, the voice lines, like, you'll see the voice lines, but then, like, the text would be different. Basically, from what I learned, it's more like they change it for the voice actors, which is meant to be, like, the final lines for the game. But for some reason, that doesn't get implemented until, like, they forget to change it back, or whatever the word is. Like, change it to the new one, so, yeah. Sometimes it happens, and it's kind of a bit annoying. And, I think at some point I have learned a very unfortunate thing that happens. Like, something I've heard, which is kind of ridiculous, but it is, like, a thing that is the case. Like, I've heard that, as you know, you have a game release and there's, like, grammatical errors in the thing. Because, like, some words mean this, but it's, like, it shouldn't be translated as this. And something I've heard related to it is that, for some reason, For localization teams, the original developers, like the people, like, obviously, who did the original script, like, if the game is,
One with nature. One with my blade.
Let's get rid of these guys real quick. Because this is something I've heard months ago with, when, like, we had, like, at least, like, one notable, like, typo in, 1.6. So, like, something I've heard, like localization, if, like, the game, it depends on the game, but, like, if it's, like, an ongoing game with a set story or something, from what I've heard, like, the original developers will probably usually not correct the localization. Also, this is from what I've heard. It's been a while, so details are probably, like, mixed up in my brain. And I should have retweeted it if I didn't, but nah, whatever. But, like, if the game is, like, ongoing, with a set story, set, you know, plan for, like, where the story will go, like, the original developers would sometimes not correct the localization team until after the fact, like, of something happening. And the reason for this, like, even if there's a grammatical error, and the reason for this is because they're like, oh, it could be spoilers, and I'm like, how does a typo have anything to do with spoilers? And it's really ridiculous that I've heard, because it's like, why did they do this? And it's like, I say ongoing games, because, you know, that's more the victim of kind of, like, that sort of thing, because they would not correct them until after it's in the live game, for some reason. Okay, the details are kind of messy, but that's what I've heard. And obviously, like, most games out there, you don't see it because they're not ongoing games. And also that, and, you know, like, and it's probably not, like, a localized game, as in, like, the release of the game is the original, like, version of it. So, like, you wouldn't notice in those other titles. But that is something I've heard about, like, localization. I'm like, that sucks, if I remember the stuff correctly. Again, don't take me by word of mouth because it's been a while.
Into the wind. Swift and merciful. Time to get killed.
I want to use Albedo again so much, but I need to figure out a new team layout. Anyways, so yeah, that is like something I've heard about localization months ago. It's been so long, so the details are kind of muddy right now in my head.
Spirit blade, wind strike, fallen leaves, adorn.
Oh my god, stupid thing! And they go in the middle of the water. That's why I can't actually attack them anymore. I just wait for them to go here. I hate these specters so much. Like, can you nerf them, please, in the next update? Like, less healing, less annoyance.
Windblade!
One with nature.
He spotted him.
Clouds high. The birds call. Wind strike.
Finally. It took too long. I hate these things so much. I need to collect them for future uses. Just in case I get a character that would actually need these things. That's not it. 300 of these. I like to get over 1,000, just because I like to keep a bunch of these on hand. I could have just nothing. I'm kind of getting tired. It is already like 3-hour mark, so I'll probably end it soon.
Into the wind. Swift and merciful.
I'll protect us.
Okay, there you go. Let's keep going.
Time to go.
What time? Oh, it's only 3:30 for me. So like Nintendo Direct is like today and in a few like in a couple hours or something. Don't worry, I'm not gonna stream that long anyways, so like at this point right now, so is there anything else I want to talk about? Not sure. Anyways. Yeah. Also, once again, probably want to casually mention this because, you know, I still see it. A friendly reminder of the day that actors are not their characters. Always remember that they are their own people and they're just doing their jobs to voice the characters. I'm not over like some cases so far because I hate how like voice actors are getting harassed. So, like, because of dumb reasons. With the main one being people treat them like the characters. And it's like, please, for everything that is out there, please do not do that. It's rude, for starters, obviously. Did I follow this one? I don't think I have. Nope. I am not dealing with those things again. I'm tired of the specters right now. But yeah. Also, I've heard there was this bit of a situation with one of the voice actors. And it's like nothing to do with the game at all. But it more has to do with they obviously don't want to see inappropriate fan art of the characters they voice or like any characters from this particular game. You know what? Does involve a Genshin voice art. Like they clearly said they don't want to see any inappropriate fan art of characters that are young, which obviously makes sense. Because why on earth would anyone do that? And here's the thing. I have heard that there are people who basically send hate to them for saying they disliked, and I repeat, disliked inappropriate fan art of young characters. And I'm like, okay, we could see who the real people here that are like not in like, you know, that are disgusting, basically. I think that's one way I could put it. Because it's like, what is wrong with not liking this? It's like, do you guys realize what this technically means? It's like, it's ridiculous. Like, a voice actor got sent hate just for saying they really don't like inappropriate fan art of young characters. It's like... Also, I hate talking about this because it's disgusting, obviously. But it's something I've heard, like, for months. And I'm like, why is this voice actor getting hate of something that is obviously, you know, the right mindset of like, of course, like, no one would like that. It's disgusting. It's like, but then there are people. It's like, well, now we know who the actual disgusting people are, honestly, for saying such things. Because it's like, didn't they realize what they're saying and the implications behind it? Like, people, like, I'd rather not bother. I'd rather not. It's easier not to. honestly, I should get food soon. Like, I will end the stream to eat. I didn't really eat lunch today. I just wanted to stream right away, so that's why I'm streaming. But yeah, that is something I've heard recently, and it's like, I don't want to be involved in this, in that. Like, the fact that they're, like, what? It makes no sense. It's like, that's... It's like, people had to realize, like, obviously what they didn't like is like, of course it's reasonable because it'd be like, it's disgusting. It's like, but then there are people who are like, it's like, it makes me so mad. Just in general makes me so mad. It's kind of also like with Zonky Zero when the localization of the game, the English release, removed like certain things from the game or like altered it. And it's reasonable because, you know, in this country, obviously, or like this side of the world, it would probably imply, not so friendly things. And there are people saying, can they revert it to normal? It's like, you guys do realize you saying that pretty much is implying something that's not so good. It's like, do people not realize the implication? Like, do they? Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna bother with that. Anyways, the boss. Anyways, it's like, do these people realize the implication of what they're saying is basically not so good? like, do people not realize that? Like, when they're saying these things, do they realize what is the implication at all? Like, that's something I wonder. And it's like, it makes me question, like, why even look into, like, community things, like, related to, like, a series. It's a whole crazy thing. I'd rather not think about it, honestly. I think I haven't found anything new. Wait, did I check up here at least? I could fish if there's a fishing spot. But I'm trying to get these pages. No, there isn't. Okay. Okay, these ones are the Geo ones, so they're okay, because they're not annoying.
One with nature.
Oh, let the show.
Swift and merciful.
I just remember something. Oh yeah, something recent. Not really recent, but as you all know or should know, I read webcomics on an app called Webtoons. Of course, I do read webcomics if they're not posted on Webtoons, like, as well, but mainly I read off Webtoons. And there's this one webcomic where, like, okay. Okay, I'll probably be close to spoilers territory with this, but there's this character, one of their parents is not so kind. And they literally put so many people in the story in danger just to get the child back. And here's the thing, they're not the best parent in the world. They're in fact the worst parent in the entire story. And how I see this character is like, this is a character who would do something really horrible to their poor child. And then moments later would be like, who would have done such a thing? Seriously, that is literally the character in that story. To the point that I'm like, you know what, never mind. But the point being, seriously, it's like easily one of the most hate, like, one of the most, like, it's a character you easily hate because of what they've done. And very much so, because, like, the nice parent, which is, who is unfortunately gone, because of them, in this one, like, brief flashback.
Forth, my blade, from whence you came. The wind knows me. Fallen leaves, adorn my...
I'll protect us.
No mercy. Oh, not into the thing.
Swift and merciful.
This is Her Majesty's
Wind strike.
These enemies interrupt me when I'm talking.
Wind strike.
Winter shall eventually come.
Anyways, that's what I was saying. So, like, this webcomic I read, basically the kind parent who is unfortunately, no longer around because of the other parent, the mean one. Should I say I don't want to say the name of the webcomic, but I will say it is the same name. Like, the name of the webcomic is the same name as a character from this game, by the way. But anyways, so, like, this webcomic, basically in one of the flashbacks when the, like, definitely years before the story even started and the present day, there's this character who, like, the nice parent of the character, they, how do I put this? Like, obviously, they ran away from the mean one, rightfully so. When their child in that flashback was in a state that is pretty much really, really horrible and near hospitalization. Near the state that the poor character has to be hospitalized. And it's like, okay, this is a case of an abusive parent who was like, in the story, by the way, I'm talking about a webcomic. Disclaimer, I'm talking about a webcomic. And this is, like, the situation in the webcomic. Like, in this story, like, oh my god, the bad parent still has the audacity to try to get their kid back. Like, oh, they want me, I want my kid back. It's like, you literally almost put your own child into a state where they need to be hospitalized. It's like, yeah, so basically, for starters, I will say the person who wrote the story is very good at writing it. And two, I know that this probably has happened in real life, because there are many situations in real life that, does come down to this. But not in the same way, since the story has supernatural elements and all that. But it's so messed up, because it's like, oh my god. I will say that a lot of us in the comments of the webcomic, like, per update, agree on one particular thing. That we wish would happen in the story, and is quite dark, I know, but, I won't go into detail about it because I don't think it's a good idea to say on the stream, but, we're all in agreement of one thing about, like, one thing and one thing alone with the story. And, yeah. You know, I kind of find it interesting that some people dislike that top comment, and I'm like, you guys have to agree that, okay, sure, we don't really, like, you have to agree that this person, this very horrible parent needs to probably be in jail. Because no parent should treat their child like that, and it's like, yeah, but yeah, so that was in a webcomic I read. Obviously it's not the only webcomic I read more of them. There is one that is less of that, by the way, and that I would like to recommend to you guys, since we're in this very beautiful area again. There's this webcomic I read, which it's still pretty dark in its own way, but it has its very sweet moments of like character bonding and all that. Anyway, so like there's a webcomic which I recommend to you guys, and it's called Castle Swimmer, I think. Yeah, Castle Swimmer. So it's like about people under who like, it's like people, how do I put this? Obviously they're not human, like in terms of species, because they're like fish, half human, half fish, like characters. I don't know the situation. They're not mermaids, if that's what y'all are probably thinking. Okay, it kind of gives that impression, but they're not. And I like the story. It has very good LGBT themes in it, and other than that, it has a really good story involving prophecy.
What is it? What is it? Is it another Paimon?
Like, okay, maybe it's until I'm finished talking. Okay, so I could actually talk to you guys because the voice volume will kind of involve too much. So there's this webcomic Castle Swimmer. Basically, the romance in it is secondary, and other than that, it has a really good story. And I want you guys to check it out if you can. It's on Webtoons and updates on Sundays, although technically Saturday nights, because, well, for me, because Webtoons updates Saturday nights nowadays, like 9:30 EST. Yeah, roughly. And the story, overall it's about like prophecies and curses, and basically, and then you have a character who's known as the Beacon, named Kappa, and basically like he's the Beacon, and oh my god, it's so hard to describe this because I'm terrible at explaining stories, but but basically you have a oh come on, you have a character like, okay, he's the Beacon, and basically the Beacon fulfills prophecies, but of course he doesn't like being in that role naturally because it's pretty messed up half the time, most of the time or something, and like it's understandable because like it's like he's forced to do it, like he's always drawn to that role. What was the volume level I had? 10?
Paimon coming in.
Okay, I forgot what volume level I had the game on. I'll check later. Anyways, let's go collect these pearls since they respawned. Anyway, so like, yeah, there's this character who doesn't like the role he's in. And then we also have this other character. Oh, my memory is so bad. My memory isn't that bad. But there's this other character, his people are cursed because of like is it a mini god? I forgot, but it was like a godlike creature, like cursed his people. And okay, I don't want to explain so much because I will get into spoilers that are revealed early on, and I don't want to spoil it to you guys. But basically, yeah, story is focused around those two. And yes, they do end up, they're a couple, and it's so cute. But don't worry, there's obviously more in the story, and the story made me sad so much because I'm like, oh, like a few times here and there and all that. Basically, it's really good, so I recommend it. Don't read the top comments for like a few chapters though, because people spam things in the top comments. Also, this webcomic, I actually thought it was already done, but I may have misread the thing on Webtoons, because when they say season finale, they didn't mean the series was done. So that's why I misread the thing at the time. But yeah, it's a good story. And it does have its moments of really cute fluff in it and all that. And the current arc is really interesting so far. So, as it does reveal a bit of backstory for the Beacon character, and it was really sad. Oh shoot! I just indirectly spoiled. Great. I mean, I apologize. I just hope you guys just don't remember what I just said when you read it, or if you, yeah. And basically, yeah, so looking forward to it. More updates, I mean. Oh yeah, and also, I should probably tell you guys, with Webtoons, I don't use FastPass because I wait for the updates to come out for free. So, I don't know anything past, you know, what the free updates are on, so. Yeah, I should probably end soon. It's getting a bit later than usual. Not really, but I should probably end it soon. But yeah, anyways, I recommend Castle Swimmer because I love that webcomic. I love a few other ones. Like there's a newer one that I've been reading called Villain to Kill, which is actually pretty interesting. The basis of that one is that, okay, it's basically revealed at the very start of the story, so it's not really a spoiler, but, basically you have this character who's a psyker. Well, he was one. But, after a series of events that it's kind of hard to explain, unless you read it, happen, he dies, but with an amulet and this, like, this, being, associated with it, he is revived as someone else. And that original person is unfortunately gone as he takes his place. And, however, he's reborn as someone who is destined to be a villain. And basically, villain is not exactly, like, it's a more broad term, or whatever the word is. Because it's not just describing people who are bad, but it's also, like, describe people of a certain, like, abilities. And it's an interesting story because, like, according to the summary, in the summary description, I think, like, he has to, you know, live like that. Like, will he fall for, you know, these dark desires? Because, you know, like, what separates psychers and villains is that, like, villains, like, they could fall for their, like, nasty desires and, you know, yeah, and obviously do bad things. But there are villains who are actually not so bad, because, like, as you know, with stories like this, you'll obviously see, another side of things, of course. It's still pretty early in the story. It's not really at, like, anything that's probably, like, very spoilery yet. I forgot how many. Whatever. But the point being, it's really interesting of a story. Because it's like he has to like. It's like you could say he's like an anti-villain, character, quite literally. So that's like one way I could describe it a little bit. But yeah, it's a newer webcomic I've been reading. It's been new for a couple months now. Oh, and there's also this other webcomic I started reading. Great. Now we're in this phase where I'm like fangirling over webcomics. But like, there's this other one I started reading. I have forgotten what it's called, but it's something like Blood of the Butterfly. It updates Saturdays, technically Friday night. I don't really know where to begin with that one. It's quite difficult to explain, but it's actually really interesting, so far. I'm intrigued about what it'll be about. I do know, I think this is the first time it's released in English, I think. So I think it's a more newer thing. Like a newer story for like, translation stuff. Oh, and also there's this.
Into the wind.
Oh god, whoa. There's a lot of webcomics I read, but I'm just listing a few. Oh no.
A touch of frost.
Let's.
From whence you came, as one with wind and cloud.
Windblade.
One with my blade.
It's dead. Now I am done with these specters. We're leaving.
Let the show begin.
Anyway, so anyway, so yeah, I don't read a lot of webcomics, but I'm just gonna point out a few names that I know of here and there, just like as recommendations, or like something that if like any of you are interested, you could check out. Another one which I've been looking into a lot more because it's actually the webcomic I'm reading is actually an adaptation of the web novel, and it's called Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. I think that's the name. I forgot what it's called. But it's like Omniscient Reader, like viewpoint. Yeah.
Forth, my blade.
Test subject.
Wind strike.
Anyway, so like yeah, there's this webcomic which is actually an adaptation of a web novel called Omniscient Reader Viewpoint. Reader's Viewpoint. I forgot the exact title, but it's somewhere around there. And I have seen like I didn't expect it to be like popular. Somewhat popular? I don't know. I can't really define its popularity. But I have seen fan art. A lot of fan art of two of the main characters of the thing. Oh yeah, what's it? I think a brief summary of how I can explain it is that like okay, basically you have this character. He reads interestingly enough, he reads a web novel called. Wait, what was it called? 3 Ways to Survive the Apocalypse or something? I forgot what the in-universe. 3 Ways is... He initialized it to, like, TWSA in the story. And, from what I remember, from what I know, actually, I read it, I'm reading it. Like, okay, he's a fan of this web novel in universe. And he read its final update, and he was the only reader for the rest of the chapters after like at least 50 or 100 chapters in. And so basically he knows the story. And because he read to the end, like the creator is like, oh right, like, or something like, I don't know, things happen, and then suddenly what he read ends up becoming reality. So the apocalypse actually happens. And it is interesting. It's an interesting story. And the protagonist of that novel, obviously is existing in this reality as well as other characters. And it's an interesting story. And I don't know how it's gonna go. I do plan to read its web novel version at some point, because there's actually like 500 chapters. Like somewhere around there. I'm like, that's a lot. And considering that there's one webcomic update per week and it covers each chapter, I'm gonna read the web novel so I don't have to read. So I can just like, then, yeah. So that is sort of the plan I have in mind, because I'm very invested in checking out the rest of the story at this point. Anyways, I am... Okay, let me go finish this line of thought before I end the stream. But yeah, like, I like the webcomic. I plan to read the web novel so I know what happens, like, ahead of time. And I'm working my way to get the updates unlocked as well. But I feel like I shouldn't anyway, because it takes time for me to read, and it's an exhausting task. So, yeah. Oh yeah, and also I mentioned briefly, I have seen fan art. I have seen tons of ship fan art, in fact, of characters. The two characters, the one... Interestingly enough, the two I mentioned, there is fan art. Ship fan art. Quite a lot of it. I don't mind seeing it, but there's a lot of it, and I'm like, I did not expect this ship to be so popular. It's not bad fan art. The people who made the fan art, they're really good. It's actually quite nice. I may have looked at some of it before, like a few days ago. Anyways, I'm gonna end this stream here for today, as I pretty much have done all I can, and unfortunately only found one chest with this compass. I guess I just couldn't find any more because I probably found every possible chest in, like, the map, like, on the field. Who knows? There could be some lying around and I just have to look for it better. Who knows? So, for the... okay, it's kind of weird because... in the game, in Genshin, we're gonna get the Moon Chase Festival, like, starting next week or something. And I do want to stream that. So, I will probably stream Genshin again on Tuesday? Maybe? I really don't know. But it'll be sometime around that day. And, that unfortunately would mean I can't stream Tales of Arise again until Thursday and Friday of next week. Which means after tomorrow's stream, I have to, wait a long time. Unless I stream early on Monday, but other than that, I don't have a lot of time to render VODs, so... I'll think about it, I'll think about it. But yeah, so I might do another Genshin stream next week. And, other than that, I will still keep going with Tales of Arise, because I love to see more of that game so much. Yeah. And I think that's mostly it. Also, yeah. I really enjoyed Kokomi's story quest. I really enjoyed it. And also, Gorou making an appearance, of course. And I really wish we know his English voice actor. We don't know it yet as of September 23rd. Because I don't think his voice actor is allowed to announce yet, unfortunately. But that is fine. I am fine with waiting. I just wish I knew because his voice sounds so familiar, like I've heard it in an anime recently. But, yeah. So anyways, thank you all for watching. And I'll see you all next time.